Oh, legit. That was a rough one, man. That's right, it was all because of Slay. He carried it all for sure. Oh, man. It was... Where did chat touch you? Everywhere! Seriously. So, the next man versus stream, I'm gonna really try to change a couple things to make it a little more competitive. A little bit more. Not so Mr. Llama gets beaten to shreds. We'll see how we do. Do I want to take back Assassin? Yeah, I might go chasing Assassin again this week. I'm not 100% certain how I want to run for one. Sound clear, getting rid of S&T, yeah. It's a piece of it.
Even though I am technically part of chat, I really felt bad for you, Llama. So many snipes made me just play the stop. He's already dead. Simpsons meme in my head, rip Llama.
Yeah. There was... Chat's getting too good at the snipe stuff. We might have to just remove town quits or something. I don't know. Maybe just any area, any non-town area or something like that. Chat's just getting too good with those. And then additional, I mean, but it's really other things. The save and quits are rough, but other pieces were
with
more
a snipe
rough.
Snipe here and a snipe there.
Exactly.
Good day.
Dump jump the President Guardian Angel. I think we won't do that. So we'll keep Guardian Angel the same.
That was a great MVS. I have been watching you on YouTube for months, Llama love.
Thank you. I think the bigger thing is, I agree. I don't think the save and quit is actually the issue. I think the issue actually comes from the character getting too beaten down.
Careful, I've heard snipers are AVO.
So, that's right. Gotta be careful. Thank you, me. Speaking of snipers. So that's my thought, is make the character a little bit better overall at 50. And then it's not as bad when you save quit, because then you can still get back in, you know, in a reasonable amount of time. So the length of the damage from the save and quits was just high. Nerf shame cap? I mean, we already nerfed it a lot. I think it could use a tiny bit more of a nerf, but nothing too bad. I'll nerf it a little bit, though. Run the sorceress. See if even she can deal with it. Right. The goal is that it's really close and it comes down to Act 5 hell. We were an entire difficulty ahead on this one. So, the stats and skills thing, yeah, I'm gonna adjust on that as well. So that happens a little less, because that also murdered the character.
Yes.
A gift for you.
Only this
Let's
source.
find a good lesson in today's stream.
Do you think Sorc could have made it through yesterday? I don't even know. Thank you, Frankwood. I don't even know. I was about to do a roll for Frank. My mind is still stuck in it. Maybe if you use some revives. I didn't have any revives. All chat gave me was stupid skeletal mages. They didn't even give me revives. Oh yeah, that ticket's old. MVS PTSD, yeah. That ticket's from last time. 4 open socket phase blade on an assassin? You're probably not going to use that for anything. Probably nothing.
Good day.
Skill to mage is a prerequisite revive. Yeah, but then chat never gave me the revives. They wanted to make sure I had nothing useful, and so they gave me the worst summoning skill. Mages. Absolutely pointless. Would have been cooler if they like went max poison Nova or something. At least something interesting to try. Instead, chat acted like they were trying to beat me up all day.
Join my army of the dead.
Bang Mang
Where
Sangs.
can I take
Bang! Mang Sangs. Flag Polly with the 777. Wow. Mwah. Thank you so much. Okay, bud. The rhyme actually lasted for a long time. The problem was it just didn't matter. At that point, my character was so trashed.
I remember how optimistic you were on Saturday. I'm going to win this. This is the one, ha.
Alright, well, I meant the next one. Yeah, we'll probably speedrun tomorrow. Today is still recovery day from yesterday. And the day before. Is Phase Blade the best weapon for grief? I like it because then it doesn't break. Possible to pick a respec option for MVS? What, where chat decides my respec and completely breaks my character? Sounds like a terrible idea. After the last item, we throw a big party. Can I play a dual barb with grief? Yeah, for sure. That's fine. Grief, death.
You know, if you just put some better
You bought
items
it.
in your stash in case you die, then you can use those items to keep going. Oh, wait, never mind.
Yeah. Thanks, Volcon. You know what I think was actually the right move? It was something I was trying to avoid yesterday. But I think I just have to go shop the telly staff over and over again. And if chat drops it, then I just go shop another one. And if chat drops it, I just go shop another one. I think I'm just going to have to do that. I kind of figured because the Necro can fight through everything, doesn't have to deal with immunity things, he'd be cool to fight through, but it puts us in a tough spot. So having telly, I think, would have been helpful there. And then, but it's also very expensive, you know. And then beyond that, I do think, maybe not this Man vs. Stream season, but I think next Man vs. Stream season, a help llama wheel will be, sorry. I'm gonna yawn a couple times. Let me get water real fast. Playing songs today. Yep. 4-minute respec run where you get to respec your tune whatever you want for 4 minutes. Seems like a lot. Plus, that would require Pluggy. Pluggy breaks some things. I don't know. I'm debating it. But, yeah, we're going to have a trader wheel, I think, next season. And it'll have multiple options of things chat can roll. And some of them will be stuff like, you know, Llama gets to get a next skill point for himself or whatever. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out. If I do have a trader wheel, it would also be helpful to have Pluggy available then, so maybe I would use that stuff. So it's like on the trader wheel, Llama gets to choose a couple, you know, move a couple stat points into his choosing. So I could take some of the dex points that
Help me.
chat puts
Maybe
and put
if
them
you
into
had summoned
vitality
and
instead.
used skeletal mages like chat wanted you to, they would have let you finish the game. It's a rarely displayed, rather interesting and visually appealing skill that I personally would love to see used more often.
Uh-huh. It's terrible. Did I sleep last night? I did. I don't know why I'm so yawny. I don't know why. I mean, it was a long weekend. The new gear plugin will finally work with Pluggy. Sweet. Okay, if that's the case, then that'll be really good. So I figure I'll do that. Maybe I'll do stuff like give Llama some gold. So then I can like give myself 50k gold. That would be on the trader wheel. Just things like that. Well, if you did one pit run during speedruns for leveling because there are champion devilkins everywhere. Like in normal, you're saying? I mean, you could technically go in there and do that if you run next to it. It could potentially be a thing. Yeah, I think Guardian Angel's not going to go up. That'll be the next change, is not increasing Guardian Angel. Because yeah, Llama's 0-4 this season now, so it's not even competitive. We're getting smashed. Feeling manx today? Me too.
I like the idea of a team versus stream, like 3 other people all fighting against chat would be a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
I don't know how the technicalities would work, but it seems like a fun idea.
Yeah. Llama gets swept by chat. It's rough. Chat's already won the season. It's rough, man. To me, 3/8 is too spread. I think 2/12s is perfect. Personally.
I am overburdened.
Yeah, and that's always my thought as well, Steak, is that more stuff would go towards just like adding stuff. I mean, the thing is, I also enjoy having like a day off, so I'd rather do 2 and then have the Friday off.
MVS.
You know. Thank you, Craze. Mwah! Kisses to you.
Presence honors me.
Happy llama,
Is that what we're
sad
calling
llama,
it? The
mentally
wonderful
disturbed
MVS?
Llama, stupid llama, drama llama, big fat mama llama, 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 llama. Who is this big llama? Starting all this drama.
Thank you.
It's me, bitch.
So wouldn't S and Q in town apply for the entire act, and not just the area? So like that switch between Arcane and Canyon, wouldn't have mattered?
So wouldn't save and Queen Town apply for the entire act and not just the area? So like that switch between Arcane and Canyon wouldn't have mattered? No, the town is its own area. under current rules, town is an area itself. If you save and quit in town, then you'll get to the entire act. That is correct. So, yeah, so they used 2 then, but so then it counts for everywhere else, but I don't think they used any more town ones.
I kept carrying.
Right?
Good day.
I wasn't sure you got same quit between Arcane and Canyon. Oh, well, the Canyon's different. The Canyon of the Magi is another area, right? So they were save quitting me from here. I come through the portal, hooray! And then I run over, and then I get save quit. And so because I didn't touch the waypoint, I have to go run it again. The marinade are not specific. I mean, this is what I'm saying, like, maybe we just go, the number is per act. But people seem to really enjoy trying to snipe on the in-betweens of things. And that's like a difficult one, too. Do you play chess? I thought I saw you on Hikaru's stream earlier today. You did see me there earlier today. Love his stream. I watch his stream whenever he's on, really. I'm gonna start playing chess again, I think. I just been watching too much of it on Twitch, so I'm like, alright, I gotta go play some, you know? You kept pausing and stretching as soon as you went through the portal? That is not true. As soon as I went through the portal, I was immediately running to the waypoint. I knew what they were trying to do. I don't know if we need to be streaming those chess games. Maybe not until I like go relearn some openings and play through some more stuff. I'd want to get up to like 1500 before I would want to like stream games again, I feel like. Just tell Hikaru you want to challenge him on stream. Now, why would I want to challenge a 3200 Blitz player? Or 2900 Classic, 2800, whatever Hikaru is overall. Play Go instead? Go actually does look pretty interesting and fun. Everybody had fun this MVS? A lot of people had fun, and some of us felt a lot of love and support. How about that? That's a good one. Oh. Give me a couple days and I'll look back on it more fondly. You have to remember that even though obviously I'm very appreciative and I love to have fun and make sure chat's having fun and entertain with it, and it's a whole good time, I still am competitive and I still do want to win. So like,
I bet that bank account is pretty happy about it.
it's happier, yes, than my ego. Ow, these guys hurt. So it's pretty rough when you get beaten into the ground, even though the whole thing obviously is very supportive and loving and all of that. What about win a game of bullet chess versus an easy computer as a punishment instead of helicopter? That could be fun. That would be a fun idea. You've only been watching for 5 months. You struggle to see how I've ever won one of these. Well, this season, I just built it too hard against myself. The thing was, last season, I did what, 5-2? Is that right, Esroy? Esroy. Isedlor? Isedler. Sorry. My mind is still shot.
I can't carry
You know, it's
Win a
the same
game or
thing.
eat Chipotle for a month and pay rent. Tough one.
See, why not both? Why not both?
Presence honors me.
Esroidler? I like cold source. Gets run high MF. I love it, madness. I was aware, yes. You both run marathons and have kids and, you know, are my doctor. Like the same person.
I can't carry anymore.
I know, I'm kidding. That was the joke.
Good day.
No, I agree, Grievous. I always try and balance things. So like I said, last season I swung the pendulum too much in Llama's favor, and I was doing too well last season. And then this season, I swung it too far back with the addition of the shame cap and the new save and quit rules and pricing on that and all of that stuff. And whatnot. I ended with, I think, like 30 half-offs, which definitely was higher, but that's just because at the end everybody threw me a bunch of half-offs because they felt bad, and there was like nothing I could do with them anymore. I was half-offing a lot of stuff. SML, I'm reaching 99. I mean, it depends how fast I want to grind for it. So at the same time, I swung it too far in chat's favor, and then chat also showed up and was like, all right, well, now we're going to play harder. It is, Trailith. So there was a mixture of both of those things going on. I was so sad about those boots. Did we have Guardian Angels? Didn't have them.
I thought this just to say, please don't do away with the slap chop. I literally die of laughter every single time.
I wasn't going to do away with the slap chop. That's iconic. It's a classic. It's horrible, but it's beautifully designed. Zuxton with the T2. Wow. I can't even count that high. Illicit traders is being compiled. Jeez. Thank you for that sub. Hope you are having a great day. Am I alive today? Barely, but we are here.
I think we need more jump scares.
I think more jump scares is the last thing we need. Personally. Teo drawing was scary, man. But I had some good drawings. I'm not gonna lie. I had some fantastic drawings yesterday. My shocked face was almost really good. I drew a great dog. The Eiffel Tower was almost perfect. And then my first two drawings, Diablo was super good as well.
At Mr. Llama's, have you considered founding the mausoleum to get your moms?
Happy Cinco de Cuatro. I have, and it's just not good. Teo drawing was scary. Taylor Swift was okay. Where the chances? 1 in 110,000. Cinco de Cuatro. Let me. Oh wait, here we go. Look at this. Look at this. This is. Hold up, we got it. Where's the thing? Oops. Why is that so weird? Come on. This was a blind drawing. Look how good that dog is. Look at that face. And that was the last thing I did. I started at the tail and worked my way up. Look at how good that is. Woof. This was a self-portrait, which once again, all of a sudden it's a better... All I needed was that right there. I just missed nose, mouth, and it would have been so good. That's Mr. Llama blind. This is Raggets. Pretty good. The eyes definitely capture her spirit. This was America. That's a pretty darn good blind America. Obviously, Texas is very large. And Maine is huge. But other than that, nope, not too shabby. Eiffel Tower, on point. Just need to connect it up appropriately. Taylor Swift singing to a crowd of fans.
You think those are good?
Not great.
Is that why you are confused that there is a flower on your wall?
Duriel? Oh, come on. Look how good Duriel is. Are you kidding? That's better than I could do with my eyes open. Thank you, Wilcon. That's amazing. Diablo? Are you kidding? That perspective of him clawing out at the chat? No way. No way. How good. How good. That's honestly better than I could do with my eyes open, I think. So we were on point with our paint game yesterday. We were on point. I could sell those in a gallery and people would buy them. Maybe. If they wouldn't buy them, they would at least go, huh, when they walked by. And that's saying something.
Hello, Mr. Llama.
Hey.
Hello, Chet. Hello, Teddy Long. Good luck with the drop.
Thank you. I'm going to start the Llama Center for kids who can't read good and who want to do other stuff good too. And at that center, I'm going to sell my art. Signed canvas. Yes, I will sell that to you.
I will give you Duriel close. It is because you see him in your nightmares clubbing upside the head while you try to bug him.
It's true. That That is true.
And pass the drawings off as one of the kids. Smart bussiness move.
How much? Yeah. Okay.
Not even death can save you from me.
Rare Archon Stab at Pindle just now? Oh my god. F? Ah. 64, not bad. Not bad at all. 64 Kira's first find of the day. You're watching Star Wars Attack of the Clone right now? Bro, don't even talk that movie to me.
Maybe if you really do build a center for kids who don't read good, maybe those fortunate kids can take their first man songs lesson.
Maybe. You know what the worst part about episode 2 is, besides the entire movie? The fact that I watched it with Kylie, and we watched through the whole series. We watched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus Rogue One, Solo, whatever, all that stuff. And episode 2 was her favorite. She was like, I just like the romance. It's a great movie. I was like, that's romantic? There is nothing romantic about the way that he treats her. Horrible. I mean, anybody, like I said, I used to be the guy who'd come in and do the whole episode 1 is the worst prequels, blah, 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 the movie's not necessary, blah, 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 blah. Then I went and rewatched the movies. Episode 1 is like the best movie ever made when you compare it next to episode 2.
Join my army of the dead.
Anakin should have taken Padme out for a trash date.
Would have been better than what they showed. One more spin out? I have not.
I am overburdened.
Spirit Mask, 5 NATO. Ooh, nice. We got 2 to Druid skills.
What do you
Let's go, baby. Ah, 3 NATO. Gosh dang. I would have been sick too. 21 life, 21 fire. Brutal. So close.
Not in town.
That's solid though. Just roll a different mod there. We good. How is my life going? It's going all right. We're I'm getting really tired of quarantine. Not like, oh, I'm going to go out now and be crazy or anything. But, you know. There's definitely many times where I sit there just like, ugh, I just want to go to the movie theater or something. Have a party and have some friends over. Go to the gym and climb, exactly. So, you know. There's definitely some of that. But at the same time, you know, I'm alive, obviously. I'm healthy. I've got, you know, plenty to be thankful for. Quarantine actually helps my job, probably. Now everybody's here, bored, hanging out. didn't like it. I thought it was great. One of my favorites. You know, so I don't have too much to complain about. And I'm using this time to do other things as well, such as maybe I'll go get into playing some chess and not learning chess, but like getting better at chess again and stuff, you know? So I think I'm gonna take the time and do all that sort of stuff. Dang, sick, Hunter. I've actually been cooking a lot more. And making, like, you know, salads and all sorts of different things like that. I've been doing really good on doing pull-ups and hangs every day. Oh, ethereal, please! Ah! How are you never ethereal? Gosh dang. 13 12s, not bad. 155, 46%. Ugh. Today! Thank you. Tuna salad. That's right. Still not a bad find. I thought I was going to hate Solo, but you think it's the best modern movie? I thought Solo was good. I enjoyed it. I liked Rogue One better than I liked Solo. Yeah. But I thought Solo was alright. I definitely enjoyed the movie. It wasn't a bad movie. She just didn't want to do her mod duties. We've also, in this quarantine, it's forced us to focus on some other things. So I've put a little extra focus into stream, which I think has been really good. So we've done a little bit more with the stream stuff. Hopefully you guys, some of you have noticed potentially. Stream content and YouTube content and all of that stuff. It's made us do, I'm working on getting some new sub badges maybe coming out at some point. Maybe there's other things that we can try to do.
We noticed smiley face.
Not so much. I don't know what else I would do besides update sub badges. I guess we have a couple emote slots that we could fill up. That's nice too. So we have a couple emote slots. There's the cheer motes. Maybe we'll look at those. And then there's the whole thing where you get an emote if you get the bit badge. I don't know if I'm gonna do any of that stuff. That seems like a whole thing. That's like 40 new emotes. For cheering. I don't know. Maybe I just take all the llama emotes and like turn them green or something. And then like that could work. Am I gonna do something for the Patreons? Oh, speaking of which, William, thank you for being our newest Patreon in Matreon. Blind drawing cheer emotes. Oh god. Do I design my own emotes? I do, but I don't draw them. But I design them and then hand them over to a professional who can actually draw. And then they make them.
Does this mean we can expect big new things on your Patreon and OnlyFans pages?
I don't have an
I.O.
OnlyFans.
doll.
Thank you, though. Yes, though. That's what it means. I have put a poll up asking my Patrons if there's anything that they would like. So I've had a Patreon and I've been very poor at doing much of anything with it. And
Who designed the llama proctology exam emote?
so I figure we could do some small thing there that could be kind of fun. We're not, there's no proctology exam emote. Somebody just shoved a finger on the llama body.
But your OnlyFans says.
Who's? Oh my god. Why is this? And then it has an Archon staff at, oh my god. It's awful. Absolutely awful. So yeah, I think what I'm going to introduce into the Patreon is just gonna be something simple and small, like you know, we'll do a little session, right? Once a month or something, we'll do like a little session where any of the patrons can join up and we'll do Diablo 2 things or something. I don't know. F. So, you know, just be like fun. All right, let's all play together. Something like that, you know. Because before I kept trying to like coordinate it all, so I'd be like, when are you free? When are you free? When are you free? All right. Oh, you weren't free then? Let's do it for this. I think it'll be better if I just say like, all right, on, you know, the last Sunday of every month from 2 to 4 p.m. Central Time is going to be Patreon time. If you can make it, great. If you can't, I'm sorry that, you know, that's the time that we're doing it. I think that'll be a better way to handle it. What about the private Snapchat hashtag? Any sessions for your OnlyFans? Don't have it. Just said everything was coming soon. Well, yeah, that's what I mean. So everything on the, that's what I did. I asked my patrons, whatever you call them. I said, what is something that you would like? And they were like, XYZ, and I was like, okay. So then, you know. So they're all commenting with ideas, and then I'm gonna gather them together and figure something out, and we'll put it all together.
Where's that $100 bath water tier?
Yeah. Well, that one is for sure there. That's the only thing we do know that exists is the $100 bathwater tier.
Not even death can save you from me.
Can we get your TikTok? I am not a TikToker. I did go out for a walk yesterday,
Is the Mr.
though.
Llama After Dark stream going to be a Patreon thing or an
Oh my
OnlyFans
God.
thing? I want to make sure I have the right subscriptions.
Steven, thank you for the patronage. Mwah! And Renning, editing their patronizing. Thank you so much. Kisses to you both. Appreciate that. Or is that, yeah. I'm missing so many rares that can be amazing. Not the ones I care about. Thank you, Tom, for continuing that gifted sub. Llama After Dark is a thing? It's not, but maybe that would be a fun thing one time. I don't know. I'm not a huge proponent of the idea of having, cause like I just don't curse and stuff in general, anyways, and do that stuff. So I don't even know if Llama After Dark. Plus, do I even want that stuff on the channel, or is it better just keep the channel fully clean? I think I'd rather just keep the channel fully clean. You know. I don't know what else Llama After Dark would be. Besides, like, if I did curse, then it would be like time where I can curse and play whatever things. I don't know. Like I said, I don't. So I don't know. I think I'd rather just keep it on. Otherwise, Llama After Dark would be a great thing. Oh, I have got. Oh crap! I need to make sure I get my notebook from my parents' house. I have created Dark Souls streams, maybe. I have created a game for chat for the party on Saturday. So because chat dominated Llama so hard yesterday, they won themselves a party on Saturday. I'm gonna do giveaways. I'm gonna have fun games, all sorts of stuff. And I created one game. I think I need to try and set up a couple things with it.
I can't carry anymore.
Hopefully it'll be fun. What time's the party? I'm not sure yet.
Not even death can save you from me.
How does one donate money to you on Twitch? Been looking, can't seem to find one. Right below the stream there should just be a thing that says donate. But I think also exclamation mark donate would probably do it. But you should see a little like llama button. If you need more help, one of my mods can
Llama
help you.
After Dark, you could go listen to
Appreciate
lore
that.
like this obscure Deckard Cain quote about the Forgotten Power. Quickly in and quickly out is all the advice I can give you.
Sounds lewd. Ooh, hello. Rip 2 sins today. First wasn't bad, second was way ahead. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. No Eth items today. You're my before dark stream. Yeah, 3 Moth is the after dark stream. How did MVS go? Whatever you saw the first day, that was the second day. It was the same. It just continued. Unique Gammy, what is it? What is it, chat? Probably gonna be that. Did you guys see I found on the whatever necro speedrun, I found metal grids. Like the one time you find a unique Yami and that you can't use and it's worthless. All the other times I would love to find a metal grid on like this character or something so cool. No, we find it on our necro speedrun. I think it was the necro. Was it the Amazon? I don't even know. One of them. So disappointing. It is, wow, 20 Maras. Who got it?
Not even death can save you from me.
That's our 4th 20 Maras. Ooh. Aw. Those res just aren't good enough. 34 gold res or gold find on that though isn't too bad. What's max gold find? 40 on a ring? What's the best unique amulet? I mean, Metal Grid's gonna be rarest, but that's our 4th one. Wow, look at how many Mars we have. I have 4 21s and 4 20s. Then I have a 23, a 24, a 25, a 28, a 29, and 3 30s. Do I have enough Templars? Yeah. It's disgusting. One more and we've got, what is that, 3 by 6, 18. So we have 17 of them. Did you play this character from scratch? Yes. No, nothing is hero edited here. All this is scratch, self-found fun. Why is everybody typing 420? Smoke for Jesus. Oh, 420s. Got it. Yeah, we can put that on item sound.
I am overburdened.
Fire. Crash. I said self-found. Identification is irrelevant. Item is determined on drop, not on ID. I'm just on players 1. And then I go player 7 for Diablo to get the experience. A lot of dudes. Grand Charm. I will admit though, I was watching 3 Moth play on his Amazon. I was a little jealous of how many items he gets to drop because he plays on P7 with his Amazon. I was like, ooh, I would like that.
Shake that thing, Miss
Brian!
Shake that thing, Miss Annabella. Shake that thing, yeah, da-da-da-da.
Long-time watcher, wanted to donate. Thanks for the amazing videos and dedication. Here blesses my good luck on Mom songs.
Oh, thank you. My heart. I was about to be like, no, I don't want to save quit. Flashbacks to yesterday. Exactly. Thank you so much for the 50. Wow. Mwah. Appreciate that. PTSD. I had a heart attack right there, straight up. And somebody donates and your first thought is, no! Whew, gotta shake out of it. Pluggy Mod gives us the massive stash. Oh man. Another half hour of running around the Chaos Sanctuary. Saving quits, I see them everywhere. I do, man. I really do. I have a torch? Yeah. It's 1820 source. I figured that's good enough. It would take a lot of runs to get better than an 1820. If we donate 200 bucks, will you drop the entire Holy Grail stash? Not a chance in hell. The price on the Holy Grail stash only goes up with every Death Cleaver and item added.
So now that I'm subbed to the Patreon, I get access to Llama After Dark on your OnlyFans, right?
I don't. There's. Thank you, Greg. Bam. Thanks, son.
Bam. Names sounds lesson.
It's like Pavlov's dog. It really is. It really is. Almost. How much to delete save file? 50 grand? Even that might not be worth it at this point. At this point, we just keep adding so many awesome items. It's not even just the, it's not even about the like, oh, I have, you know, a couple grandfathers or whatever. It's really now like getting into the weeds of, you know, all the cool ethereal items I have and stuff. I've got this account has a ton of rare stuff, even though it doesn't have many songs yet. This account is just loaded. 100K to delete the saves? That seems fair. Good night. I think 100's fair amount. Cause then we go to our boss and we go, bye. And then we play and grind it all back. Do you keep the save backed up? Yeah, in lots of places.
Good day.
Wow, I was waving at him. Only 100K for a 5-year work? Well, it's only 4 years of work. But additionally, you know, I've done a lot of other stuff in that time. So, yeah. But I mean, like, Eth Deathcleaver, Eth Griffins, Eth Templar's Might, Tyrael's Might, Eth Death's Web, plus an Eth Perfect Rib Cracker. We've got 2 Astrians. Then we've got like a bunch of things, just like Eth Steel Wrens and random stuff like that. You know, all of the like Maras and our Metal Grids and all of our SOJs and BK Rings and our GG Rares, our 50 MF War Travs and blah, blah, blah. Our Perfect Shakos, our awesome Fathoms. All of the MF charms, including some like 4/6 and 5/5 dope ones in here. Our Annies, our torches, all of our facets. Pew. Look at all those Eth belts. 2 belts to go, and we have every belt ethereal. And then just like GG rares, like 5 NATO and stuff. We're level 98. Plus like just a bunch of other cool circlets and boots and whatever. I really love these boots right here. These ones are also really good. 71 res. But these ones are with the Frost Nova, the hit recovery, those are sick. Yeah, so just a lot of like cool things on these characters. All of the skillers and stuff. And then even like that right there. 20 life, 4 all res. Oh! Oh! Oh my god. You kidding me? Hold on, where's those GCs at? 10 max, 75 AR, 35 life. Ooh. Oh, sexy. So. Plus just everything else, all the high runes, all, you know, there's a lot of stuff on this account. 100k is cheap, to be honest. I mean, it's a good deal.
A gift for you. Go and get the damn thing.
I'm trying. Monkey issues. But I think 100k would be fair because I would then, like I said, go tell my boss, hey, I'm going to take some more time, and then I would stream longer, and then I would stream more days of finding stuff. And then we would do, you know, speedrun in the day, find stuff at night. Thank you, Gunba. And it would be a glorious time. There would just be a lot of good Diablo content coming out.
Yes?
Do I make the check out to Mr. Campbell? No, because then he uses it to torture me. Campbell would just go, alright, well, that's a lot of not my types. Do I wake up every day thinking today's the day? Some days. Oh, you wouldn't be able to destroy all my backups. I've got backups in the cloud. I've got backups on different drives. Bring Camel home.
Day.
I've really enjoyed doing the Holy Grail. Knocked off Flesh Ripper last night.
Wow.
I'm now ready for the longest game of 52 pickup of my life.
Yep. Exactly. In the lakes, buried in the desert, exactly. I inserted a microchip into every girl I've dated with a backup of what I had at that time. So that way I can always go back and remember what items I had when I was dating them.
Where can I take you?
It's romantic, chat. There's training orders for any from Colette. That's why Turngle dumped me. She didn't even know. She was asleep. All of the million girls we've dated. Hey, maybe I haven't dated a million girls, but I've dated more than one.
I can't carry any.
Your presence honors me.
So, the Ted Bundy of Diablo 2, wow. I'll let that stick.
I am overburdened.
Night, Sea Dog. You can watch it on YouTube tomorrow when we find it. At least 2. That's right. It's kind of like when someone says, I finished top 4 in the competition. So you go, oh, so you finished 4th. Always one of my favorite things. I've dated at least one girl. More than one girl. Ah, so you've dated 2.
Yes?
Can always figure out the number quite easily. Yeah, infinity.
If by dated you mean gotten a restraining order from, then yes. But if you mean like actually going out to a movie or dinner where both parties are romantically interested in each other, then I am not inclined to believe you.
I mean, I feel like that's not a fair definition. Because I've definitely gone out to many dinners and movies with a girl before who was not romantically interested. That's just like every relationship I've had, so that doesn't count. It's a little unfair, you know?
Your presence honors me.
I count being friend zoned 3 times in one relationship. Ouch. Look, every good relationship starts with a friendship.
So by your definition then, Mang songs might actually have a chance to drop.
Why wouldn't it? Hold on, what? What did I miss?
I can't carry anymore.
Give me that health button. I was friends with my fiance for a year before we started dating. See? That's it. I'm just playing the long game. Very close to it. Pole rune? Normal countess. Am I still friends with my past dates and ex-girlfriend? I mean, let's see. So the one ex, I wouldn't say we're exactly friends. Ooh, rune staff. But when I hit 100 subscribers on YouTube and get that plaque, I'm gonna ship it to her and rub it in her face. So that's kind of like being friends. Math girl invited me to her wedding to rub it in my
25
face.
months of waiting for Mang songs.
But like we still kind of chat. Not like directly, but like, you know, competitively through other people. Thank you, Vicus.
Your presence honors me.
Yeah, so yeah, I'd say like some of them I'm still friendly with. How'd I break up with Math Girl? Man, Math Girl was at the end of college. We started dating, and then she wanted someone who was more into... I forget how she even phrased it. More... She used big words. Intelligently competent? I don't know. She was just making words up, being stupid. Academically inclined. Yeah, basically she just wanted someone who was like, because she was gonna become a doctor of math, and I think she wanted someone who just was like gonna stick in school more with her or something. And you know, and I was not. gonna do that. So
I am overburdened.
you know, it was probably the right move, because she went off to go present to some, you know, get her doctorate and present to global organizations on how to prevent pandemics. And I played video games.
Sounds like you dodged a bullet, Haas.
Thank you. So
She wanted someone who was more interested in math so they can talk about math stuff, and Llama was like, nah, I ain't about that life.
that's kind of it, yeah. Hey, all the good names.
Where can I
And
take
the prevention didn't go well. Well, let's just say science wasn't really listened to in the prevention of it, so she was not happy when none of her advice was followed by the politicians. Oh, that's nice, Defunk. Zuck's done! What up?
Who is this big llama? Starting off this truck. It's me, bitch. Mong Song Luck.
Mong Song Luck. Appreciate that. Bam! Mang Songs. Exclusively, we've been looking for this for a year. Overall, 4 years. But that's everything, so, you know, it's hard to say that.
Join my army of the dead.
That's true, Wilcon.
You say that, but had you ever explained Act 3 maps to her? Might have changed her mind, sir. That kinda involves math.
Kind of. 2 by 6. I have to know how to do blocks. I don't know, man. You seem pretty smart. You play video games with every 12-year-old's. All the good names! Dream.
I
Wow!
didn't get a chance to be around much for your Necro MVS, so here's a save and quit.
Thank you. Freaking me out, man. The PTSD, man. It's still real. Wow. Thank you for the 64. All the good names. I better save and quit right now to be nice. What if Mang Songs drops though? Alright, fine.
Yes?
Put on shame cap. No!
Damn, even on Mondays, is that therapist still available?
Oh god. I'll give her a call after, maybe tomorrow morning. Nice to see you finally go to hell. Yeah. It's nice to be able to kill things again.
Mang lang dang dang fang yang song bong dong gong kong long.
Agreed. When do I meet therapist girl? Are you allowed to date your therapist? I feel like there's a law against that or something.
How long has the Mang Song's hunt been on?
Help me!
I was looking forward to seeing Mang's song drop last night in MVS, but you never even reached hell.
Well, that was the one good thing to come out of it. We could never have even had the chance to get it. Tipo, thank you for the 5. How long has Mang Song's hunt been on? 4 years and 1 year exclusive for just Mang Songs. Anyway, so yeah, Math Girl. Ooh, not bad. Math Girl is constantly posting on Facebook about like what everybody's doing wrong, the politicians are doing wrong, how they should be, how we can control and contain it better, blah blah blah. All of those things, you know, smart people things or whatever, responsible things. So I like to sometimes post on it as well. And I'll say things like, yeah, I totally agree. It's absolutely ridiculous seeing people going and protesting outside of the offices and stuff. Instead, why don't they just go to their favorite stores and hang out there, right? And they can just slip money to the owners. And she's like, no, wait, no, hold on. I mean, I appreciate the support, but you have the wrong idea of why they shouldn't be there. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm totally in agreement with you. She's like, I understand where you're coming from, but I don't think that you have the right. I appreciate the support. We're not quite on the same page, though, Alex. I'm like, you and me, we both get it. People just need to have parties in their houses and not go outside because the air is toxic. She's like, well, no, the air is not toxic. It's the having the gatherings. One of my favorite things to do. Hey, another unique Amy. Second Mars of the day? Maybe.
I am over.
That's always fun. When people were doing all of the support for Pride, which, like, by the way, I'm a total proponent and stuff, and they'd do all of that, and I would post there, I'd be like, I completely agree. It is absolutely ridiculous that gay people are being shunned and you know, having rights taken away and all of this stuff. It is our right to choose if we want to be homosexual or not. And they're like, well, hold on, I appreciate the support, but it's not a choice, is the they're like, I think you're confused.
Nice to see you can
I'm
give
like,
as good
they
as you
deserve
get.
the right
Troll
to
Master
choose.
Llama.
If I want to be gay today and straight tomorrow, I deserve that right. And gay people deserve equal rights. Can I get an amen? And they're like, well, that's not exactly what we're fighting for. I see that you're trying.
Fresh meat.
Probably stop talking. What? Yeah, it's just fun trolling.
Can I get an men?
Ah, men. Can I do the Mars already? Ah, see. Take some inspiration from Ken M for sure. There are people who inspire you and inspire your comedy in life. I would say I get a mixture of Ken M and John Mulaney. And then I think I also get a little bit of Jason Carver as well. Wow, it's Erican's chance. Not bad. Oh, it's trashy. But
I've been practicing social distancing for years. Glad to see we have that in common.
don't know. Exactly. I can do it pretty good. I mean, I don't do a John Mulaney voice. I just like, I feel like my mannerisms and things I picked up a lot from how he does his stuff. But I'm not like doing the Mulaney, you know? Kind of look like him. I don't know if that's a good thing. Got my feminine hips. I didn't say it was a compliment. I could do worse. No, that's true. I love John Mulaney. But when I think of peak sexual male, the first thought in my mind is not John Mulaney. When I think of teenage high school Catholic boy, that is the first thought in my mind. Who is? Probably Chris Hemsworth. That's where my mind goes first. One of my friends is super into John Mulaney. Yeah, but there's also people who are really into, like, I don't know, a lot of very unattractive people. Ozzy Osbourne, you know, like, okay. He's someone's guy. Did I see Extraction? I did not. I see it on the Netflix, though. I might have to look into it here at some point. Little Blackhorns, hello. Extraction was good. All right, I'll give it a check. I wasn't sure if it was gonna be good or if it was just gonna be a random Netflix movie that had Chris Hemsworth in it, you know? Things like that. I've got a Rob Delaney vibe. Who's that? Is that John's, like, less intelligent brother? Like, yeah, you're like John, but not quite. He's a little more successful and kind of funny when he talks. You're a guy who does things, and it's all right. We enjoy your Diablo content. How about that? Ooh. Hello, Stormspire. More like Jeff Goldblum. I get that a lot. Hello, Stormspire.
Can we all take a moment here and think about the coin flip on quality of a Netflix production?
It really is either quite good or too hot to handle. You just get a giant mix of it all. Rip ring, yep. Down in the trash it goes. Right, you're like, The Witcher, wow! And then you're like, oh, a lot of terrible things. They've really done a lot of interesting stuff. They're just kind of buying and putting everything they can on there. Like, quality be darned. My current MF is 676, 8, somewhere around there. It is not enough to have found amazing songs, apparently. Throw crap at a wall and see what sticks? Exactly. Altered Carbon's awesome. I do enjoy Altered Carbon. I have fun with that one.
I am overburdened.
I don't know why. I'm like doing a voice right now, you know? For some reason, I'm like, I don't even know what the voice is. But we're kind of doing it. I'm just going to go with it a little bit. We'll see how it goes. Ah, I would be happy with that on a speedrun. Do I like the Battlestar Galactica? Yes, I do like it. Though I must admit, it was hard to get through the start of the last season. Oh my god, what a snooze fest.
Good day.
Llama Mulaney. There you go. What is the first area in hell you can get Mang Song? Probably Mausoleum would be the earliest one. Hello.
Hello, Llama. I would like to take this opportunity and
Don't mind a razor tail. And what?
I just have to say that I am not sure that you want your premium rate entertainment originals to mostly be compared to direct to DVD movies.
Probably not. But they've done it. You read this in John Mulaney's voice, in fact. What?
I am overburdened.
Whew. Do you have a gold find barb? I do not, but I would love to get one. That's going to be one of the first characters I make after this. And I'll have to go collect all the gear because I haven't been collecting gold find gear. But a gold find barb is actually one of the characters I would really like to make. And then we can gold find, all stream, and find like 100 million gold. And then we can go gamble it all. And have a massive gambling problem. And it'll be awesome. That is the current plan. What's the point of a gold find barb? To get gold. So then you can gamble. And a thresher. Ooh, please be Eth. Oh, come on, baby. We haven't had an Eth yet today. Do it for me. Ah. Dang it. 215. What's it go up to? 220? $240. 190 to 240. Never mind. Reaper's Toll. Very cool item, though. I want that Eth so bad. So sad I haven't found that ethereal yet. What does Deadly Strike do? It does double damage.
Honors me.
So 120 for Eth. That is correct. It is a 5% chance for an item to roll ethereal. So it's not great. Because a lot of these items are very rare. They're like 1 in, 40,000 and 20,000, whatever. Obviously, Mang Songs is 1 in 110,000, but a lot of them are like that. So then you take that and multiply it by 20, and that is your chance. Mang Songs?
How many songs can Mang Song sing if Mang Song could sing songs?
Probably a lot. Because they've been hiding away
Really
learning
hoping
songs
to learn a lesson tonight.
for a long
Teach
time.
game.
I will try my best. Thank you, Ukraine. Thank you, Wine Dad. Watch my first Mang Songs be ethereal. I would lose my mind. That would be the most amazing thing ever. Yeah, I'm definitely on like 2,000 hours on this character or something. So we have been unlucky. But like I say, our Eth Grail is almost down to 100 items left now. So, you just gotta always look bigger picture. When you shoot for the moon, you'll land somewhere in the atmosphere, which is closer to the moon than on Earth. So, always shoot high.
What do you think the lyrics to Mang Song be? And what do you think it would teach you?
I don't know what it teaches me. And burn up only upon re-entry. And I never enter twice. Just gonna back that one up.
When you shoot for the moon, if you miss you will slowly starve to death among the stars.
Well, the stars are further than the moon, so you're just gonna kind of starve in a in-between space, really.
Hey Llama,
Hey.
let me say, that MVS was great.
Was it?
Lots of fun.
Oh.
I have found that there is no better feeling than controlling not my type. And dropping a nicely timed barrel roll when you enter a hot 2
Yeah.
just to prevent you from spawning a new TP. And dying.
That was-
L-U-L-L-U-L-U-L-U-L.
That was super funny. Everybody was having a great time with that. All of us loved it. The lesson is patience. I feel like I've learned that lesson. God, Ming Song's got me yawning. I should say Manver's stream got me yawning. Ming Song's lesson is that some items are not worth the wait. I hope that's not the lesson he's trying to teach. We laughed, the Venom Lord laughed, Bale laughed. It was great fun. Am I gonna throw a huge party when I find it? Of course. Did anyone complete the Grail? Yeah. A few people have. But it's not a race. It's all about having fun. And finding things in your own time, on your own time. Speedrunning is all about racing. Holy Grail is all about the personal journey. And the joy that you get from running around, killing stuff, and looting their dead corpses. Not much better in the world than that.
Good day.
How mad would I be if it dropped mid speedrun? I would be furious. The joy of grailing with Llama Ross, that's right. Exactly right. Best rare boots that I have. I think it's those boots I showed with the hit recovery Frost Nova ones.
And it's also about the wonder of whether your drop tables have been tampered with.
I don't enjoy that part as much. And I am still highly suspicious.
How many sewers boss groups do you figure you've killed at this point?
Hundreds of thousands. We are probably at 200,000 plus.
Is Mang Song's lesson to not trust Evo with your game files cause he clearly deleted it?
That is a good lesson. I'd say these are my best boots. Just because these ones have the Frost Nova and hit recovery, even though the other ones have a higher resistance total. Oh, this has Frost Nova, but the hit recovery is missing. So you get 71 res for missing hit recovery, and this one you get 57 res, but you get 10 hit recovery. I like them both, though. See what's over there. Those are okay. Oh, I need to do a Bob Ross stream still. I'm gonna paint something, y'all gonna be like, what? Thresher again? Is it ethereal? Ah, why won't you ever roll ethereal? Oh, that's a terrible one. Gosh dang it. Just do it already. For whom the Reaper tolls. Please don't paint it blind. No, I will spend a few hours and paint it not blind. I'll get all the proper tools. And we'll make a nice Bob Ross drawing. Why throw it away though? Because that's what I do to hurt the souls of everybody watching. I find amazing items and then I throw them on the ground.
Good day.
As your eyes bleed and you say, I've been looking for that for 20 years. And he just threw it on the ground. I live for those tears. Does Three Moth have a YouTube? Three Moth, do you have a YouTube? Oh, 2 to Marshall, 20 attack speed. Nothing else really good on him, but little dex. Chess Girl is streaming? Oh man, this is the problem when you host cute girls. All of a sudden everybody's like, gotta go. I've got a thing to go do.
Your presence
Ridiculous.
honors me.
Does 3 Month have a girlfriend? No. I don't know how much of his personal life there he shares, so I will not go into depth on any of that. You can ask him further questions there.
If someone were to tamper with your drop tables, they probably wouldn't delete the Mang Song's lesson from your drop table. They would probably just overwrite it with an adjacent item, like Mara's kaleidoscope, for example, and then you would probably realize this a few years later,
No
after having
wonder.
found a ton of those.
No
And
wonder
then the
I
guy
have
who did it would post a cheer like this one. And here we are. Hi Mom.
You would be forever banned from this channel. All of the good and the things that you've done for this channel instantly would be wiped out.
Good day.
None of it would matter. Would he eat a Chipotle burrito without knowing what I had put in them? Standard Chipotle. I was like, no. You're gonna put poop in it or something. Oh, here's toothpaste. Standard Chipotle ingredients? Yeah, of course. That's actually how I used to eat my Chipotle burritos. Well, I used to do a few things. We're double it, and so I used to do a few things. The first was I would order everything in the burrito. So I would just say, put everything you have, all of the ingredients, because I was a college kid and I needed to get as many calories for as cheap as possible. So they would put the rice and beans and I'd say, can you put a little more? And then they'd put more and then say, can I get the other beans as well? And they do that and they go, okay, I'll get the veggies and the cheese and all of the salsas and the lettuce, right? Everything that I can, except I didn't do the guac because obviously I was a college kid and I was poor. So I did that. And then I started just having them make me their favorite burrito. So they would come over and I would say, hey, can you put whatever you want in the burrito? And they'd go, what? And I'd say, just make your favorite burrito. And they'd go, or do you want, and I just, whatever you would make. And they would sometimes say, okay, and other times they would be like, okay, what if I put this in there? And I'd be like, do you put that in there for yourself? And they'd be like, I don't know. And I'd be like, you just make a burrito for yourself. And so then eventually they would comply. And then I would eat their favorite burrito. That way I got to have a taste of them inside my mouth. I mean, what they wanted to eat. Like, you know, never mind. You know the idea I'm trying to say. Then did I buy it for them? No, I was tasting what they wanted.
Gross.
Yeah, exactly. Be creative. Fun things like that. And so then I did that. So, and I did that at every restaurant too. I didn't just do that at Chipotle. Every restaurant I went to, I said, bring me whatever you want to bring me. Do Chipotle employees have good taste in burritos? They were okay. I mean, like, they weren't bad, but nobody made some concoction that was so amazing that I was like, this is the burrito I must have for the rest of eternity. But yeah, every restaurant I went to, I was just like, I'll have whatever you want.
Yes.
Your favorite thing on the menu and stuff like that. One time, they just brought me a coffee. They were like, this is my favorite thing on the menu. I was like, I was trying to eat dinner. I appreciate you taking it very literal, but I did come in here for food. Chipotle only has 5 choices for ingredients? What are you talking about? You've got brown rice or white rice, black or pinto
So
beans,
you're saying that you
optional
had someone make
veggies.
their favorite food off their menu, and then you would take it and eat it in front of them,
Yes.
knowing that it is their favorite?
Well, they can have
That
it as
sounds
well.
a bit cruel.
It wasn't.
You know.
That's not the intention. Then you have your choice of your meat, of which you have chicken, barbacoa, steak. The other one, which also just means steak. You have carnitas. Hold on, what's asada? I don't understand what asada is. I'm not gonna lie, because I thought asada was just steak, but they have steak and asada next to each other, so that's a thing. And then chorizo when that was there. Carne asada is steak. Grilled. Ah, so it's a grilled steak.
Asada just means grilled.
So it is carne asada then, right? What is the... I don't know what they're doing. Then you can have your fancy greens. That's right, they added that recently. Then you get your choice of mild, medium, or hot salsa. Additionally, you can also get corn salsa. You can get cheese. You can get the queso or guac for extra, of course, for either of those. And then you can get lettuce and sour cream. 6 ingredients. Somebody doesn't know how to count to 12 or whatever.
I once knew a guy who hated shredded cheese. He was so ungrateful.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Doggy Mitt, are you here?
Where can I take you?
Extra for guac is dumb. I do hate it as well. But sometimes I spoil myself.
Cheese and extra cheese and extra cheese and extra cheese and extra cheese.
Everybody does like that. Avocados are expensive. You can go to Sprouts and get 3 avocados for $1. I never got the quesarito. It did always look very good. Winged knife? Ethereal?
I need a key.
Good day.
Is this a Chipotle commercial? It is not. I just eat a lot of Chipotle. I'm actually avocado intolerant. Oh, that's unfortunate. Avocados are so tasty. Now it sounds like I'm rubbing it in. They're okay. You know, if you're into that kind of thing. Do I do the Chipotle rewards? Oh, did I do it in 2016? Did they have it in 2016? I don't remember that. I just know the recent one that they got, which, yes, I do that one. I was not aware of that one. My Chipotle rewards in 2016 was flirting with the Chipotle guy and getting free Chipotle. but not even realizing
Your
that I was
presence
flirting,
honors me.
of course, is the main point. I just thought I made a friend.
Join
Apparently
my
he was
army
gay.
of the dead.
What do you call a lawyer that likes guacamole? You call him an advocado.
Advocado.
Avocados are disgusting. They are a horrible, terrible fruit, and you all should be ashamed for eating them. And I am not trolling or lying about this. They are one of my most disliked foods.
That's interesting. Why don't you like it? Like, what about it? Is it the texture? Is it that it's healthy fat? That it tastes delicious? I don't know. What about it? Avocado's the French word for lawyer? Oh, that was really good. Good job, Evo. Do you speak French? You are Canadian. But not that part of Canadian. I don't know.
Good day.
Slimy. Probably hate mushrooms too. I can understand someone not liking mushrooms. Personally, I love mushrooms. But I can understand if you don't like mushrooms.
Everything about them is disgusting. The taste, the texture, everything.
What about guacamole? Do you like guacamole? Canned mushrooms? Ew. Who would eat
At
canned-
DERP Sticks Industries, I'll take bad takes on avocado for $200. They are a blessing on our world.
They truly are.
A gift for you. You know, after 34 months, I think
you,
I
Lilia.
deserve some Chipotle. I'll even split with you. Your Winnie the Pooh hat is manly and handsome.
Join my army of the dead.
Thanks.
Nope, that's just mashed up baby poop.
What? Guacamole? Good guacamole is some of the best stuff I have ever tasted. Straight up, hands down. I absolutely love good guacamole. I didn't even realize it until I got to college. It's not a hot take, like it's a very normal thing. But I have this one friend, and she makes the best guacamole I've ever eaten in my life. And she always makes giant, like, jugs of it. And every time I see her, I'm like, please let me have one or two of your jugs, please. But she never does. They're a family only kept thing. She just hoards them to herself and her family. It's ridiculous. But I'm going to try and get the recipe and make it for myself someday.
I have now decided Chipotle is officially the first restaurant I am going to when social distancing lifted.
There you go. And just like that, our non-sponsorship has worked. I mean, that's also a delicious Bob Barker.
The only bad thing about avocado is that I have it too much of the time on toast, and that's the reason I can't afford a house yet.
That is true. I live in a rundown apartment because I go to Chipotle and eat avocados on toast and get the guacamole sometimes. But that is the life for us millennials. Do you want a house? Or do you want to eat Chipotle?
I'm waiting on the
Or
all-you-can-eat
avocados.
sushi place to reopen. $20, about 40 items to choose from, all handmade to order, and
Wow.
you can reorder as much as you want.
Dude, that's an amazing deal. Are you kidding me? How much is my rent? It is ridiculous. It is $1,013 a month. It's hard to survive out here, man.
Where can I take you?
Why not have a house at that price? Because I don't want to deal with a house. Having a house, first off, you need to save up all the money and have the down payment and all that stuff. But then additionally, ugh, what a hassle. Like, you think I have time to manage and maintain a house? Sorry. Gosh dang, I did it again. So, that's really my main thing. It's just like, if I get a house, then I have a yard, and then I have to take care of a yard, and then if I have, you know, all the rooms, I gotta take care of all that stuff, and the painting it, whatever, you know. In an apartment, you just exist. And then when you're done existing there, you just move out and go to the next place. It's very low maintenance. In fact, they do the maintenance.
Join my army of the dead.
Hey Llama, great job on MVS over the weekend. Almost 1 difficulty complete per day. Looking forward to the party this weekend. I.O. doll, I.O. doll, I.O. doll, I.O. doll.
Thank you, St. Gabriel. The party this weekend's gonna be lit. I highly recommend you guys show up. Once again, time TBD, but party's gonna be great. How long have I been in this apartment? How long have we been here, chat? A year now? Probably a year and a couple months. 14 months or something.
Help me. Llama can't even finish nightmare mode. He can't handle a house.
Wow.
I can't carry anymore.
Could go there if I wanted. Rip Tiny Door, yeah. Tiny Door got left. But I like this apartment better than the last one. Like I said before, the last apartment complex, first off, was more expensive. Last July? Okay. But second was also just like...
I've been under your floorboards for about 7 months now. Knock.
Don't do that. That's not fun. Nobody's laughing there. Come on now. Ah, yes, that's right.
Where can I take you?
Nice sleigh. Pluggy won't load? I don't have that solution for you. But, yeah. I don't have the thingy mobobber doodad. That makes sense. Here we go, I was saying with it. Do I drink? I do not. My body is a temple. So I put a lot of sugar and processed sugar and
I live
candy
in northern VA. There are places here where the rent is $2,000 for an apartment. It's crazy.
Oh, thank you. Oh yes, the last place versus this place. The last place was really nice, and it was full of hip young people who were like going out, drinking, and having a good time every weekend and all of that.
Did the last apartment
was
also
like,
have creepy clowns
This
walking around?
isn't me.
There is one behind you now.
Good day.
Nobody's behind me. Thank you, Grimy. Thank you. I was like, I need to go to an apartment where there's, you know, a beetle that shows up on your sink and you gotta kind of swat it off. And there's a, you know, some paint scrapping off, chipping off the side of the walls. And that's the kind of place that I deserve to live at. Everybody's got kind of their class, you know, in life of where they are and stuff. And if you go beyond, you just get into danger territory. I was going beyond living in that last apartment. Mama's class system, that's right. The people there were too pretty for me. There you go, Chucky.
It just dawned on me. The chair is still working after MVS. I'd call that a successful stress test. Good work, champ.
Yeah, chair is working.
It's all fun and games until you get swarmed by roaches.
Malrune, not
Presence
bad.
honors me.
As long as you just don't get swarmed by roaches.
Right, of course. Beetle by the 6. Paint chips. And a complimentary painting of a sphincter on the wall.
I do not have a license.
Speaking of swatting, have you ever been? Oh wait, there's the cops now.
Have not, knock on wood. Let's keep that as is.
Hey Llama,
Hey.
just watched an episode of Columbo and it reminded me of you. A self-styled motivational research specialist uses subliminal messaging to murder a client after he framed the client in an affair with a model.
Hey, why did that remind you of me? How is that painting hilarious? It's a flower!
Hey Llama, I heard a rumor. There's a second painting next to the one we can see. Is this true?
Of course it's true. Look at... It's beautiful. You always get a second painting next to the first. It's the matching complementary artistic design of it. Y'all just don't even know. Ouch.
I thought the Columbo comparison was obvious because of the...
Ah, yes.
Your presence honors me.
Thank you, Laj.
Oh, so when you said they're not one but two, you meant to say there's not one but there's two.
That is not at all how we said it. Now you're putting words in my mouth. Will I do another YouTube video for the next D4 update? Yes. When is it supposed to be released? May?
I remember you talking about a speed run where you go through each character. What was it called again? How much would it be to sponsor that run?
The all classes run?
You know the movie The Shining, where there are two little creepy twin girls standing side by side. Yay.
Go through each character. God, that would be a hefty one. That's a long run. 350? 325? Talk with me more in private if you want a more accurate. Lagzor did it. What was it? 13 hours and some change? 1350, 1330. Ooh, we do need to do our
I can't carry it.
Hell run for Starman, actually. Good reminder. Now that MVS is over, we can start planning that one in. The woof run, exactly. No, woof, not woof. That's a good point. Yeah, it would be normal only. Back to back to back all hell characters. Oh my god. That run would require having breaks between. Because let's see, how long would that take? If we're just gonna like use generic times for every class, you're probably doing like a 4.5 hour source, a we'll just say a 6 hour assassin, 7 hour Amazon seems fine. Probably 7 hour necro as well. Probably a little longer, honestly, 7.5, because you're gonna have to deal with getting white wand and stuff. Probably a 9.5 hour barbarian. 6 hour paladin, maybe. And then, what do we have left? Druid. 6:30 druid or something. I mean, even that seems optimistic. And that right there is 12 plus 9, 21.5, 22, 29, 42, 46 hours for all hell run or something. Lagzer was 1450. Oh, God.
Your presence honors
So, probably like 46 hours. Which, once again, you would not do in a single. You'd probably do it over 4 days. Barb gets his own day, then do like Source and, you know, Necro on a day, Paladin and Assassin on a day, Amazon on a day, maybe do 5 days, unless you throw the Druid and the Amazon together or something. That would be a long, brutal, horrible thing. Alright, do a quick trip to Radamant for a free skill point. Because the experience is going to be required anyways. When we're farming and leveling, we're getting experience. The trip to Radamant's not a lot of experience. Yeah, you get the free skill point. It can be okay on some characters, but a lot of times it doesn't really add enough. And we'd rather be using that time to farm experience because we need experience to finish the game. Sometimes, though, and on some characters, you know, we've done Radamant and stuff, so it's not... It really just depends the character as well. For instance, on Paladin, I don't see that ever being a viable thing, really, because Paladin is so strong that the plus to skill point adds very little damage.
Help me! Hey little Mr. Llama Man, I was wondering if you eat your cereal with water or orange juice.
Milk, like a normal human llama. All normal classroom would be cool to see. I mean, it's cool. It's long, though. I did it before. One time, I think it took me like 18 hours. Thank you, Scoot Toad, for the 543. I think it was like 18 hours. It was like the first time I did it. I did the barb in the middle, and I didn't find Elrune or like anything good.
Just to clarify, I'm me, not the other guy living in New Jersey. Way to get your friends' names right. Oh wait, if we were friends you would have stopped by in December. RIP.
Join my army.
Hi Llama, just to clarify, I'm me, not the other guy living in New Jersey. Way to get your friends' names right. Oh wait, if we were friends you would have stopped by in December. RIP.
Thank you, S. Reudler.
I am overburdened.
Fresh meat.
Barcher, thank you.
Good day.
Where's New Jersey? In the United States, East Coast. Welcome to Llamas of the Round. How much to sponsor an all classes Hell Run week? Let's see, 46 hours content.
Hi Llama, just to clarify, I'm me, not the other guy living in New Jersey. Way to get your friends' names right. Oh wait, if we were friends you would have stopped by in December. RIP.
Sorry, Derpix. I would probably go...
I am overburdened. Found my 4th Sir rune on my Grail today so I can make my
1800.
infinity. Well, except that I found all 4 of those Sirs before I found even one Mal or East lol. Too many IO doll, IO doll,
Terrible
IO
week.
doll, IO doll, IO doll.
IO doll, IO doll. Hey, we are gonna have a Llama Con coming up. Obviously right now is not a time. But later on, there will be a Llama Con. You guys will be invited. We'll have a whole fun thing.
A hell week as though you're a Navy SEAL.
Yeah, exactly. Just like the Navy SEALs, except Diablo 2. How much do you owe doll? I owe doll.
I need a key.
Was I saying winter? Well, right now there's indefinite delay on Llama Con. While the world settles down and figures out what's going on. Finds back.
Is one of your favorite martial artists Billy IO doll, 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 IO doll.
Yes, I do like Billy IO doll.
I am open.
Fire skills. Doll is expensive today. So yeah, once we figure that out, I'm gonna sit down with my mods, the S-Roys and the BYDs and the Acedlers and Raggets and all of the mods,
Presence honors me.
and we're gonna create the Llama Con experience, both the virtual and in person. There will be free ice cream from the mods. Everybody gets one free bar. Yeah, one free bar for each mod. Exactly. Where is Mang Songs at? Bus ride tour? We can do a bus ride. No, we'll find cool events around town and stuff like that. Llama Con's gonna be in Grand Rapids. Not
Don't forget
exactly.
to involve Schroedler. Oh, wait.
Oh wait. As little as is it worth putting insight in my immersive weapon? For sure. Just make sure that you can actually make it, because remember, it's ladder only, so you need to be on ladder or have pluggy or some sort of room that's enabled for it. I would imagine we'll either do Llama Con in somewhere like Chicago, just do it here in Dallas, which could be a great place for it. Central, you know, to the whole country, and then local, so I can better, you know, have activities, things to do for everybody. Bring all my like games and stuff. It's kind of like two main spots I've been thinking about so far. Could obviously also go somewhere like Kansas City or something and just get real funky with it. Llamas in the Bahamas is also, that's got a nice ring as well. Yeah, we're just gonna have a giant LAN party, crazy fun.
Is the poster for Llama Con going to have an asterisk at the bottom saying that Mr. Llama may not make an appearance?
Where can I take you?
Just like that time you were in New Jersey and didn't stop by and visit either of your friends?
Wow. LAN MF competition, that'd be fun. We'd probably do some sort of fun thing with I'd love to go like Bahamas or something. But that might be a little bit much to fly over there, right? Might be easier to do somewhere like Dallas that's drivable and whatever stuff. Llama Con Australia. I mean, eventually we can move to Llama Worldwide and start doing Llama Cons, it's not bad, in other countries. But to start, you know, we gotta first do the first Llama Con centrally here. Then we'll do Llama Con Australia, Llama Con Europe. Might move it around. Llama Con Antarctica. Llama Con South America would be great. I don't feel like there's a ton of Asia. There's definitely a couple people in Asia, but overall Asia seems to be underrepresented, probably just on Twitch as a whole. They're more Africa TV. But I would be down to do a Llama Con South Korea, just because I'd be down to go to Korea again, or Japan, that'd be fun.
Your presence honors
Will
me.
Chipotle be catering? Of course they will. What kind of question is that? Of course Chipotle is going to be catering.
Help me!
Hey guys, let's do a giant gathering for LlamaCon. We can all travel, well except me. Yes, Dallas is great. Perfect. F you paying my babysitting?
What? I thought you were married. Where's Miss Sedler in all of this? Isn't that the whole point? When you get married, you say, hey honey, I'm gonna go play video games with a bunch of dudes in another state. Here's the kids. Seems reasonable. Grand Matron bow. Wow, we found the bow and the armor. I don't know, say it's a business trip or something. Won't be that long, it'll be gone for a few days.
Is LlamaCon going to be similar to the Fire Festival where you get to pay tens of thousands of dollars to spend the week in a FEMA tent with a bologna and American cheese sandwich to eat? Only one sandwich though for the entire week. And no water.
Sounds pretty accurate. What about close family? Don't you have close family you can give the baby to? Like, hold this. Oh boy. I'm out of space. Actually, there's kind of space there. Well, I don't know how to fix baby problems. That's not one I'm well versed in.
Not in town.
So we'll have to figure out an idea. You're bringing them with you? Uh-oh. No babies allowed at Llama Con. No babbies allowed. It'll be a family-friendly place, but it won't be baby-friendly. Nice, Mr. Pants. Who hid the Mang Song's lesson? I don't know. We have some cool drops, though, today. I'm just saying, unless you could bring your wife and the kids all down to Dallas, and then they can just hang out, and then you can come to Llama Con and then go back and hang out with your wife and kids. Mix and match. There you go. It's a vacation for her and the family. And Daddy just takes some time off to go play video games. Now we're talking. Look at that. Mr. Llama fast on his feet. Coming up with all the solutions. Will there be a petting zoo?
Good day.
I mean, if we did it in Oklahoma, there's a great petting zoo that has a lot of llamas to pet. That's not how it works. I don't know. I'm a single bachelor, okay?
The most important question, will there be adult beverages?
Of course there will be. We're gonna have Coke Zero there. We're gonna have Dr. Pepper there. All sorts of things. In all actuality, though, yes, there will be adult beverages. It'll be, you know, just like any, you know, party thing. You go and you get your drink and you do the thing. No, it's like Joe.
Join my
And people can have fun. It's a party.
You had me at Coke Zero.
Just because I don't drink doesn't mean I'm some like crazy stickler.
a gift for you.
Do what you want. Have fun. I don't care. Just keep it within reason. Thank you, AOG. Mwah. If somebody goes too crazy, we're going to have to talk to them. So that's the only thing. No blacking out and puking all over everybody's stuff. Okay. Nice, Kruger.
I am overburdened.
You get an adult timeout. We are not afraid to time people out. And I am not afraid to ask people to leave if they do not respect the rules. That will be quite simply how it goes. I don't care if you're Mr. Camel or if you're Mr. Camel. We'll just hear aloud, "Mods, take care of this." Sounds about it. What about puking in the bathroom? Let's just do no puking. What about puking in your mouth, Japan girl style? That's gross. Would I invite Chess Girl to the party? Sure, why not? She can come. Anybody's welcome. That's not a baby.
Dallas. If I am going to go to Texas, I'm going to want to go to Austin and get some barbecue at Franklin's.
All right, we'll do
How
that too.
far away from there are you?
Austin's 3 hours away. It's really not too bad. I've done that drive many times. A lot of gem shrines today. Oh, yo, what up, Hikaru? Dude, grats today. You were killing it, man. 10K viewers. That was awesome, man. How'd you feel in your matches versus Magnus in the tournament? Congrats on second, by the way. For those who don't know, GM Hikaru, he is literal chess god. I went and started practicing tactics today on chess.com because of him. I was like, one day Hikaru is going to be like, hey, I want to see you play chess. And I'm going to have to be better than I was. Felt good the mass match just didn't somehow feel the same as over the board. Yeah. I didn't get a chance to really like review all the matches. I just saw the score and kind of heard some stuff about it. So it'll happen at Llama Con. That's right. At Llama Con, Hikaru show up and be like, "Let's play drunk chess." And I'll be like, "No, I must not blunder the queen." If anything, just hold on to my pieces. Is this some underground convention in Dallas? Well, when all of the world goes back to being more normal, I'm gonna have a fun LlamaCon for everybody to show up and have fun. So, yeah, I'll probably be in Dallas or something. And I don't think you saw my response, but yeah, if you do come to Dallas, just let me know. Like, hit me up. We can go out. We can go eat. They've got, Dallas has tons of great food, of course, so we can go eat anything. But yeah, we can go do whatever. I'm totally down to hang out. Wow, sick. All right. A Mal and a Vex today. Hello. That's gorgeous. No, do that. Axe. Hikaru luck.
Did you win MVS?
Papa's Rose in Dallas. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. I didn't even come
Nangsongs
close.
has been waiting for you at Jeet all this time. Are you allowed to gamble, Grail?
You cannot gamble Nangsong's lesson, unfortunately. So. Yeah, let's go get steak. I love good steak. Thank you for the 21 months. Ooh, wire fleece. Man, these drops. Is it F? It's not. Let's see if it's 2020 at least. 1719, not bad. Gun's broken, sorry. It's alright, Slay. There'll be more Llama Cons in the future. This will just be the first, the starting one. I'm gonna put Gladiator's Bane as well over here. That's sick. We can go anywhere as long as it's Chipotle. I mean, I do love a good Chipotle burrito. I can't lie. I cannot lie. Oh god, I'm out of space. Okay, the pole rune gets to leave. Live from YouTube cons, giving much entertainment and comfort. Hey, appreciate that, Gray. Welcome. Happy to have you here. Alright. Where's the Mang Song's hiding? Definitely somewhere.
GM Hikaru, please teach Mr. Llama the Bong Cloud opening.
The Bong Cloud opening? Is that a real opening? I feel like it has to be. I will admit, there was this one... are these runs you're doing giving the best chance for finding many songs? Yeah. There was this one opening, like 6 years ago, that I found that I just absolutely loved.
Good day.
And it opened up where you pushed like 5 pawns. It was an opening for what's it called? I wanna look it up. I don't know what it was called. But you would just like push, and so you would start with, you know, like E5, and then you would like push F and then G, like, and it was just like this crazy, but it actually worked. It was actually like a cool opening. And obviously a lot of people don't know any lines on it. And so it kind of helped for my lack of knowledge of the game there, right? I would kind of break them out of their early game knowledge, and then I would just get to fight them more straight up. So I had a lot of fun with it. Hey DB, how you doing? No development of other pieces? Well, you develop like from them. If you leave one of the pawns, I want to say your G pawn you don't push fully. You might push that only 1 instead of 2. I really want to find it. No. So it originates off the 3-pawn attack. What's my chess.com username? Alex Sem, I think. I think that's the really old one. Here we go. I'm gonna show it. This is how it like you take this, but then you like continue to push. I feel like you push your H pawn. Something like that. Is it like 4-pawn attack? Seems about right. Might be the 4-pawn attack. Yeah. The 4-pawn attack. Against the King's Indian. I just loved it. Because people would just be like, what are you doing? Everybody was just always... They're always so confused. And the thing is, I think a lot of people thought you were a complete noob when you shoved 4 pawns out.
Do you think this pandemic is a good piece of evidence in favor of universal basic income, which, if I remember correctly, you liked?
Yeah. I think it's a great supporting piece of it. Wow, what are these drops? Oh my god, Blizzard? Is my chair working out? Yeah, it's doing all right. Holding up. I'm happy with it. Dang, dude, these drops are sick. Yeah, so I've always been a proponent of the... I think it's just like natural... It just comes very naturally. One, first off, I think we do a poor job overall as a society taking care of everybody as a whole. I think that that's just a true statement. I think that, you know, it's very sad to see. In and out of quarantine. And I think this is like also showing that even more so. But beyond that, I think that this is definitely a big proponent of... or a big factor that simply points towards like, yeah, what is our overall goal as like a society, right? I feel like we look very short term. We look very like, well, I want to work, I want to do this, what, blah, 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 whatever, right? But like overall our goal as a society and as a humankind should be to further our knowledge, further our growth, and overall just, you know, unify and then expand. Kind of, right? Explore more of the universe, explore more of technology, improve life overall for everybody. And that's kind of what we have done in some ways, right? Blizzard? Nova. Still cool, but only 13%. And that's kind of what we have done. But at the same time, we've also not done it in a great way.
The only thing that matter for the people controlling the world is money, and it's not going to change without revolution.
Right. I mean, you know, we don't need to get into all of the details of all of these things and whatever. But, you know, I think you convince people who are against all of that. I think that's honestly how it goes. It just will take some convincing. And you help convince them through education. You help convince them through empathy, through meeting other people, right? It's kind of like someone who is extremely racist and hasn't really met anybody, you know, like they've just lived in a purely white or black or whatever neighborhood, and that's all that they've lived in. So they've never really sat down and had a conversation with someone of another race to figure out like, oh, hey, they're kind of just like me, right? And the more that you have that stuff, the more that you learn, right? So the better that we can educate in all ways, the better things always kind of become, in my opinion. And taking it all back anyways, the idea is we are trying to improve all of that stuff. And so, of course, automation is a huge way that we can improve, right? Because we can sit here and we can go, hey, let's take all of our drivers and let's just automate that, right? So instead of having to have all of these people drive all around for delivering goods and all of this stuff, now it can just be automated. And that right there doesn't cut jobs, in my opinion. That saves jobs. Because right now we have to have someone to do that job. Because we're not advanced enough to not have someone to do that job. So you save that person from doing that job, and then that person goes on, and, you know, once again, the more you educate, the further that they can then be put somewhere else. So instead of having people that are required to sit there and work at a cash register or whatever, we no longer need to have that person there, and now they can go and do things that, once again, further us and grow us overall. And so this is where you get to the point of why would creators, investors, and owners of automation then distribute their profits
has just
to
shown
everyone,
a light on things as they already were.
And
bad people and things look really bad right now, and good people.
Well, you would
and
always
things
have the
look really
automation repairers and engineers and mechanics and stuff. Those jobs would be necessary, but that would still cut down overall on that thing. I'm not saying you can't like those jobs either, and there's still probably room for people that want to have someone in that personal role to take care of it and all of those things, right? This isn't to demean those jobs or say that just because it's something that could be automated doesn't mean it's a necessary job, or it doesn't mean it's a job that can't be enjoyed or anything like that. That's totally fine. But the point is definitely to say that, like, right now we have a lot of jobs that are unnecessary, and our goal, in my opinion, should be to make life better for everybody, and that should become, our goal should be to cut jobs, not create jobs. But when I say cut jobs, I mean cut out those jobs and then thus creating new jobs by giving people education, giving people the means to then go and find new ways that they can create entertainment, create technology, learn new things, whatever it is, right? Explore the universe and have time to do all of those things. And so the more that we do all of that stuff, in my opinion, the better things like that would be. And overall, I think as a society, there is a duty to give back and help others that aren't in as great of positions and things like that. And that's where I think the piece comes in. What motivates someone who invents all of that to share some of their profits with everybody else? Well, hopefully you have also benefited from a society. In fact, you definitely have benefited from a society that gave you health and education and all of the things to help you get to a point where you could do that. And so you're giving back. And this is just kind of once again, the more empathy you develop and the more time that you spend with other people and the more time that you can appreciate everybody and love everybody else and be happier, the more that you're going to want to give back and help everybody out as well. And I really think a lot of that, once again, does stem from education and stuff. And so it's, in my opinion, I'm not exactly, all of the ways that UBI needs to exactly exist or what, I don't have a full proposal on any of that. But I do think, this stuff is going to show that, like, hey, right now we're going through this pandemic, and instead of going through this together and just being like, hey, well, the government is made up of us, the people, and so that's just kind of our money that we've already given to them, and so why don't we just kind of redistribute that around for everybody, and it'll be fine, and we can just shut down, and everything will be cool. It's this, like, clawing of, like, we want these profits because we're losing money, so get them back to work. It's all of this stuff. And, it's just this giant, like, mess kind of where, like, people can't pay stuff and other people are losing money. But, like, everything would actually be fine if we just cut out, like, the economy and the market for a little bit and just kind of realized, like, less demand isn't always a bad thing, right? It would be totally fine. So, anyways. We can jump off of all that. But
Don't mean to knock you off of your box, but to elaborate, Bong Cloud is 1. E4 E52. K2, according to internet, the Bong Cloud opening is a joke opening that is meant to give your opponent a chance, and also it is meant to show contempt for your opponent.
wow.
You play it because you think you are much stronger than he is. It is obviously not a good opening.
That's the one that Hikaru would use against me and then laugh when I lose.
Good day.
So, Llama lives in a fantasy land. Do I? I don't know. I live in a happy land where I care about others. I want other people to experience the smile that I have on my face every day. That's all. I truly believe that to be the future. Or, I believe we'll blow ourselves up on the way there. That's kind of my thoughts. I think we will either get to that point, or we will never essentially learn and make the transition, and it will just end before we get there. Those are my thoughts. You just said you want people to lose their jobs, though. Yeah, isn't it crazy? Most people associate success with more jobs, but I associate success as a whole society if we can work to have less jobs. Why is a job so necessary. And you can get into the whole humans are, you know, they need a job, all of that stuff. But like, I think that learning can be a job. I think creating can be a job. I think the redefining of what a job is and what it looks like and all of that is also definitely in order and a huge piece. So I'm not wanting people to just be lazy and sit back and do nothing and everybody just, you know, blah, 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 like a lot of people kind of expect that to go, but rather, let's just move the means, move our brains, move all of that stuff to better tasks. I think that is success overall for the human race. And you know what? If some people want to sit around and be lazy and do nothing, and that's their ideal life, cool. That's fine.
Good day.
Join my army of the dead.
We can't innovate when so many of us face food and housing insecurity.
It's true.
I can't carry anymore.
Bank disclosures. Nope, I am not. Right, I totally believe in striving to improve, and I feel like a lot of people aren't striving to improve or getting the opportunity to strive to improve because of the limits that they have. I was able to become a full-time streamer and do all that I do because I've
With
been
universal
privileged in my
income,
life.
if people did decide to be lazy and do nothing with their lives, that would probably end after 1 or 2 generations once they realize how much more the world has to offer.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes?
So, Golzar for president. Agreed. Golzar would make a great president. Nah, I just keep that out. No, it's... A lot of people do define themselves by their jobs. It's true. And those things, I think there's a lot of great pieces from that. I think that also can be detrimental for some, and you know. And also some of them are forced into that a little bit. And they'd rather be, you know, doing something else if they actually had the choice. You get a whole mix. Quite the haul tonight. I know. Today's haul is insane. Like, look at these items, chat. Look at this. Kira's, Trex, Mara's, Sarakin, Stormspire, 2 Reaper's Tolls, Malvex, Gladbane, Nova Ormus. What in the heck? Hey, Todd. Congrats, by the way. It's gonna happen, Mang's song tonight? Man, I hope so. Yeah, it's 13%, so not awful. It's an okay Nova Ormus. If it was 15, I'd be real happy. No Zodrins on this character. It's crazy enough. But we do have 3 Chams, which is a Zod. And a half, so.
Your presence honors me.
We've got it all there, technically. Yeah, exactly. I agree, Chucky. One of the reasons that I got to go part-time at my job was because I had stream to fall back on, right? So I literally went to my job and I was like, hey, can I go part-time? And they were like, I don't know, you know, and people were like, well, they might just let you go if you ask that. And I was like, well, I have streaming. And so that gave me the freedom and the financial flexibility a little bit to take that risk. So I think definitely giving people
Good day.
the ability to have that choice at the very least is very important. And some people will say, you know what, I loved being a janitor. It's great and I want to keep doing it. And other people would say, screw it, I'm going to go get a better job. And also when you're not in a financial hole, which a lot of people, especially in America, are, you can make better informed decisions and better decisions for yourselves that are better deals overall for yourself. So if I need to put food on the table tomorrow, when I go out and look for a job, I can't be picky. I can't say, hey, what if you make this offer a little better? And what if it's a job that I like to do and all this stuff? No. I go out and I get whatever the job is that I can freaking pick because I need a job to put food on the table. But all of a sudden, you give me a little bit of financial flexibility, and now I can take a few months and kind of wait around and pick it out. I can take some time, and I can look at deals, and I can do all of that stuff.
Yes?
And that's one of the great things about that is you give people a little bit of help and a little bit of that financial security, which is one of the big things that they have done with the testing of it is, okay, if we do give these people this, do they make these better decisions for themselves? And a lot of them have, right? They've said, yeah, I didn't felt rushed to get a job as quickly, and so I found a better position in the long run for me that paid better, that I enjoyed more, all that stuff. So you improve the lowest jobs, and you force employers and stuff to treat their employees maybe a little better and stuff as well with it. You know what goes in a Chipotle burrito? I do. I would be a great Chipotle burrito guy.
I can't carry.
I just got to work on my rapping skills. Never was good at rapping it. So.
Good day.
Anyways, some of you guys might have different opinions on the matter of fact, and that is totally fine. And yes, there will be people who will take advantage of the system. That is true with every single system that exists out there. No matter what, there's always people that will take advantage. Very true.
You'd be like Chipotle's Jared Fogle.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be a great spokesperson. Thanks, Brainiac.
I am over.
Would I give out free burritos? Probably. Thanks, honey. Sorry to hear. Things are going okay, though.
It's locked.
So, yeah, it's okay for other people to have different opinions on it. I'm not saying that I am empirically, correct and that's matter of fact and all of this. I'm just giving my own opinion of it. And I share it because I believe in it. And I believe it to be one that promotes a happier world. And that's all I really want. That's why I love streaming so much. Because I get to put a smile on people's face. That's it, man. Like, I feel that overall I get to contribute more joy to the world. And that's all I really want to do. Found a Goro? Nice. So, it's a simple philosophy I live by. Universal Burrito Income, UBI, exactly. Rip.
Your presence honors me.
Anarcho-primitivism. I don't know if that's it. Strange that I'm in Texas. It's just a place. I'm just running players one. Texas is actually liberal in all of its cities. Its main cities, I should say. Austin is very liberal.
Good day.
Better off shapeshifting dude or full elemental? I mean, full elemental, but if you get a lot of really good items, then you're gonna start seeing better. You know, you'll be able to do really well with really good items. Yeah, Sonny. Good old Star Trek style. But yeah, I mean, Fury Druid and stuff can be super fun. Especially if you pop like an perfect rib cracker on him or something. Should do my Grail runs on Torment 12. Ah, that's what I need to do.
Where can I
Shirashi
take you?
belt. Torment 16 now. Ah, sorry. The power creep moves faster than my mind. There you go, DB. Life is simple when you get down to it. Get down to the nuts and bolts. A lot of people make it very complicated. I think it's all this complicated game that they have to win. But as soon as you stop trying to win life and just try to live life and enjoy it for what it is, it's a lot better in my opinion.
Good day.
And that's how I smile every day, for those who always ask.
Mangs manga mangs 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 mangs.
Thanks. And as long as you have Mang Song's lesson. So we're working on that part. See ya, W. Have a good one. Again, lots of dual drops. I need a haircut, but who doesn't need a haircut right now is my question. Who doesn't need it? Think I'll hit max level before finding Mang Songs? It's definitely possible. I mean, we've creeped all the way up. We've gotten this far. Get my mom to do it. Nice. I love seeing llamas when I go out. Yeah, look good. My mom cut my dad's hair. I think twice now. I'm okay with it though, being kind of long. Have you seen those discussions? Yeah. I thought it was a natural place of where it was gonna go. Because Sorceress does just suck, but maybe Sorceress just becomes a thing that people just don't run very much anymore, you know? So this would give it a way to still open it up some and have some fun with it, but at the same time, you know, I think it'll be a category some people will do, but not everybody and not a lot of people. Because it's still not going to replace the any percent. So if it doesn't replace it and it just is a new category of it, I think it'll get some use. I think the bigger thing that'll be interesting about it is the seeing all of the stuff that happens with the seed, right? We'll be able to see a lot of like seed manipulation, and then we might get some new like new things, right? Oh, when this happens and the seed is still there, propagated through, then like we keep seeing the same XYZ show up in these ways or whatever. So it could give some interesting stuff. Arrow claws, man. We are just on fire today. Fire lizards, nice. We just can't stop finding stuff. What are these? Oh my god. These emotes.
I can't carry anymore.
RNG seminars for chest drops, monster mods. One guy watched rip due to a bad elite mods and sewers still. It's not an easy one for sure. Yeah, I don't
Llama,
think it's easy.
if you
It's
find
cool, though.
Mang songs today, I will, no joke, give you all the money in my bank account. And I make that statement confidently, because you will find Mang songs right before the heat death of the universe at this rate.
Thank you, Lilia. Pretty brutal. Pretty brutal. But I should be saying thank you for giving me all of the money in your bank account. Because Mang Songs is about to slam! Shabam!
This is it.
Alright, next
Here
one.
it comes.
Hold up. Next one. This is it. Mang Songs! Bam! Oh, winged helm. Dang. That's only one skiller. Valk wing. Jeez. Like, these drops are no joke insane, though, today. Bam, wrong unique.
I see on the list of finds, you have found another Ormus robe.
Yeah.
Which leads me to wondering if you found his entire wardrobe yet.
Still no Blizzard. I think Blizzard and maybe Meteor are the only two that I don't have or something like that. But I've got like 5 Infernos and Static, Telekinesis. Enough of the trash ones.
Imagine if you actually call the BAM when it actually drops.
So cool.
I think you'll be at risk of getting a class action lawsuit demanding reparation for all the pants chat will be soiling.
True that. True that. Shopping for 320s. Oof. Look.
Mangs bam bam bam.
Come on. Damn thing.
Where can I take you?
Dang, that's nice art.
Join my army.
Mang song face.
A Mang Song face be like. It's gonna be Pog when it finally hits. Cause I can make a Zod. I've got the chance.
Is Mang's gonna cause another nipple stream?
Maybe. Who knows? Don't I get tired of farming this spot all the time? No, I really like it. It's a nice, relaxing farming spot. 'Cause I don't have to worry about like, an immunity I have to sit here and use Fireball and be annoying with or anything. Hey, Dark. But, yeah, I mean, sometimes I'll bounce around to other areas. Dimensional shard. Ooh, sexy.
Hey Llama, I
Hey.
missed the last bit of MVS yesterday. Did you end up beating NM Mephisto, NM Diablo, NM
Yes.
Ancients, NM
Yes.
Ball Minions, NM Ball, Hell Andy, Hell Duriel, Hell Mephisto, Hell Diablo, Hell Ancients, Hell Ball Minions and Hell Ball in the last few hours?
Yes to the first part of that. So, it's pretty good overall. Thanks for reminding me all of the things that I did not complete. It's very close. It was very close though. We almost had the whole thing won. It just wasn't for that one entire difficulty we didn't get to.
What was the best trolley part of MVS this past time?
The best trolley part? Probably the snipes in the Cannon of the Magi, the 9-way arcane sanctuary. That was probably like peak chat right there. Not too often you get to 9-way the arcane sanctuary. Not too often.
I can't carry it.
It's okay, it's all part of the game.
I am overburdened.
Look at that Mang songs. Map randomizer MVS? Oh god.
Join my army of the dead.
Can Mangs drop from the waves?
Yes. But the waves drop very poorly, so it's not a great chance, unfortunately.
I can't carry anymore.
But all some players won. I mess around and switch it up here and there. Depending on who I'm fighting and all that stuff. Make MVS thing that makes amazing songs drop on donation. Mang songs? Never Mang songs. I've never even had him drop me an Archon staff. All the times I've killed Bale.
Good afternoon.
0 Archon staffs from him. Lots of uniques though, man. Lots of uniques. A lot of Archon staffs though.
It is like Narnia, always winter, never Christmas.
That's how it feels sometimes. feels a little like Narnia. I'm just waiting for a big old lion to come and save the day. Or something like that. That sounds about right,
Your
Flina.
presence honors me.
Oh, you seen Pendle drop it? Archon staff? Yeah. I mean, I've dropped a lot of rare Archon staffs, though, to be honest. I've dropped a lot of them. That was a lot of full rejuice. Pendle's not a boss, he's a super unique boss enough. What happened to Camel? He's probably just playing Path of Exile or something. Did you know that when saying numbers, lips don't touch until you say 1 million? What about 1? 1. 1. Sounds like they touch there. Maybe I just say 1 wrong. 1. I mean, I feel like my lips glide together on that.
I kept carrying it.
Dang, CNC. Jealous. Delivering Nat's booties. Shaco!
Good day.
Not in town.
What's the best farm spot? Depends what character you're on. Every character runs different spots better, so like this is one of the best farm spots for this character. If not the best. Milk and drop Zod? Sure. That was very weak. Like no bosses in there that time.
Yes.
Next girl character throw barb. Oh god. Yeah. Like I can't be unhappy about the finds today. The only thing I'm unhappy about is obviously no making songs or no like new F items.
I kept carrying it.
I like to make progress on my Eth Grail, even if I find a bunch of really cool items. So, kind of sad we haven't found like one of those threshers wasn't ethereal or. Do I have Eth Trex now? I think I actually found a pair, if I'm not mistaken. Is there an absolute worst build for my character? Sure. Arctic Blast Druid. There you go. Let's check our boots. Ah, we do. Okay, so we found some Eth Trex. So that's actually good. Don't have Eth Waterwalks yet. Either get Mang Songs or the Diggler. I've gotten the Diggler part of that deal way too many times. Gear overhead isn't working. What about exclamation mark gear? The gear overhead won't work with this, but will exclamation mark gear? Oh wait, I'm not running it. Never mind. Never mind, I don't even have it running, so it shouldn't be working. Just kidding.
Where are the Cheerios?
I ate them all. Yeah, that'll show the envious necro. How often do I find the grandfather's sword? Oh man, I mean I have a lot of grandfather swords. One.
Join my army of the dead.
Donation goal for bulk buy Cheerios.
2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 over here. And then I'm guessing in swords I have 6, 7. Alright, we have 7 of them. Honestly, I thought I had a couple more. There might be one hiding somewhere. Enjoy my new sponsor, generic brand paper towels. Those are actually Viva paper towels. I did a study in 4th grade of which towels are most absorbent and the best bang for your buck.
Someone should
Viva
really
won.
ship an entire pallet of Cheerios to Llama's apartment.
I'd be okay with that. Interesting family tree. Zygon! So much. Welcome to Llamas of the Round. How are you doing today? Aneth. Mwah. So I'm not surprised that you would do that. What? Who wouldn't do that?
Your presence
Seems like a very
honors me.
natural thing to do. Interesting find so far. Yeah. Look at the left side of my screen. Look right here. Tons of stuff. Really good day. Oh no, don't do a bunch. It's fine. Tons of cool things today. High runes and all sorts. I guess I'm happy. I found a Vex rune today. How did I measure the absorption? I had cups of water, or like, you know, like scientific cups with all the measurements, and I put X amount of water in them, and then I grabbed a paper towel from each of them and put them in, let them soak, pulled them out, and then put them to the side and saw how much water they each soaked up. You know.
Yes.
Simple as that. Measuring cups. So then you got to see what the absorption was like. And I did a few other tests as well. You know, it was like 4th grade or something, so it wasn't like crazy. But it was enough to figure out that Viva brand absorbed way more than the other brands. Graduated, but they were just like measuring cups. Is that how I got a second date with Math Girl? Were the sheets the same size to start with? Yes, of course.
Good day.
Fun fact, Llama, to maintain a proper social distance, and with your current sub count, your round table is just under a mile wide.
Oh, that's nice. It's a good sized round table. Got a yellow cross. Cruiser boss, great texture. Yeah, that was the other thing. Texture was nice, all that stuff. I still think per dollar, they still had a better absorption rate than the other paper towels. Because then I think I did a, you know, economics of it to see, okay, so even still, it's a little more expensive, but the amount it soaks up is still worth it, sort of thing. You're still getting more bang per buck. Per towel, right? Which was the important thing. It's a flower.
Your presence honors me.
Superheated steam with molar solutions. Dang, that's cool.
Join my army.
Are you telling me that Bounty is not the swifter, quicker picker-upper?
It's not. It's
And
all
that a
branding.
multi-billion-dollar company purposefully lied to me about how much liquid their paper towels absorbed over the other leading brand?
Yep.
Well, I have never felt so betrayed.
I know.
Betrayed, I say.
I was really betrayed in 4th grade because that was my first time that the world opened up to me and I realized that like everything was a lie. So it was a harsh 4th grade reality that I had to face there. You did the same thing in Bounty 1 by a long shot? Did you use Viva paper towels as well? Because Viva crushed the competition. That's all I'm gonna say.
Good day.
I think Bounty soaks up blood better. Bounty absorbs quickly, just not a lot of quantity. Potentially true, there you go. Time is money. I did not do a factor of the time cost.
I put my baby teeth in various liquids when I was in 4th grade to see which one hurt enamel the most. The winner was, wait for it, Sunny Delight by a country mile.
Wow. That's gross, but interesting. I thought you said you put your baby's teeth for a second, and I was like, huh. Well, that seems like child abuse. Glad that I went and reread that.
Join my army.
Your presence honors me.
Kindle dropped my first IK armor on
Wow.
my Grail source.
GG. Thank you, Flag Polly, for the 777. You remove the teeth from the baby first. I think he needs those, though. Congrats, man. That's sick. I love finding IK armor, honestly. It's so cool. I have like 20 of them now, but I still kind of get a little jolt of excitement. Something about just a sacred armor that's just exciting, you know? They'll grow back.
I am overburdened.
Dude, toddler skulls are creepy, man. There you go, Flag. I cannot, Leroy. No chest in this game can drop Meg's on his lesson. If there was a chest that could drop it, I would be all over that chest. That's all I can tell you. You see me just grabbing that thing. It's a non-stop. Go in, grab, go out. Start game, grab, get out. Pop it open.
Where can I take you?
So. Because I'm sure that would somehow be faster than all of this. Now you can get things like wind force and stuff from some chests.
I can't carry anymore.
Get him. I was in 4th grade. Exactly. People over here are like, well, technically you didn't run your experiment correctly. Like, it was a 4th grade science project. project. It was a 1 week thing where we just said, Mom. She was like, put your teeth in soda. And you're like, okay, thanks, Mom. We start again. It has a particular map seed. When you save and come back, you're on the same seed. But does that save like forever?
Good day.
I mean, I can always reset my map. Get my seed. Can I for certain say there's nothing linked to your character's first initial creation and stuff? No, I mean, there could be something there. I don't know. I don't know everything about how the seeding in this game works. I just try and learn more and more as I can. But plenty of questions still. Rank songs are 99. I mean, 99 seeming more likely now. I really thought Mang Songs was going to be first. But it hasn't, man. It has not. Bam! Thank you, Cowboy. Character name serve as a factor in seed generation? Totally could. I named my character Teo one time and I got like 9 experience shrines in a row. So, I'm just saying. You do the math. Oof, the boss said nothing. Are there no mods in this chat? No, doesn't seem like it.
Good day.
I think this patch is broken. Mang Song's lesson is bugged. I agree. Potentially will. You'd have to do a lot for that.
I need mods.
Are you ready for the point where you have learned enough about the seeding in the game that when Warov does not take his first step when you first load in the right direction, you know that the seed is bad and therefore need to reset?
That's unfortunately what it looks like it's coming to. I mean, we're already at the point where you have to reset for 8 hours before you can maybe get a normal sorceress run that could actually be a world record. So, we're already getting to that point. You have to farm a map, you have to farm the jail. It's already starting to get there. Things are coming together. Cryptic Axe. Jesus. Is it ethereal, though? Oh, come on. Three open sockets, though. Wow. It's a bad boy. Tomb Reaver. What else? Let's just add more stuff to this list. This is a crazy list, dude. Look at this. That's insane for one day. It's a sick roll, yeah.
Your presence honors me.
I know. It's a really good roll. It's probably better than what I have, to be honest. 259.
If this gets to Pokemon
36.
level where you count steps and pixels, would you keep speedrunning D2?
Bad against undead. Life per kill is bad. Slightly worse than MF, but it's got much higher ED, so we'll keep them both. I need an Eth one though, pretty badly. I don't know. Maybe I would go speedrun a different one at that point. TBD. Oh, I've searched. I've killed way more than 110k. We are well past that 110k number now. We're working on borrowed time. Any second now it'll drop. Part of the problem with speedrunning, the only way to improve times is consistency, learning, map learning skills, etc. Just a lot. I mean, that's definitely a lot, but there's also, you know, strategies in Diablo 2 that, or luck, RNG, whatever stuff that plays a, it's starting to play a bigger and bigger factor as we're discovering more and more things about maps and seeding and all of that stuff. So yeah, it is getting a little bit like, oof. Maybe we'll speedrun Diablo Immortal. There you go. And then all I need to do is have my credit card out and get really good at inputting the digits super fast. Buy my way to the end game in under 10
Would you
minutes.
rather D2 speedruns devolve into massive out-of-bounds glitching to skip huge chunks of the game, or a speedrun where you got to reset for like 36 hours just to get a good seeding that has a chance to be a world record?
I'd rather we devolve into out-of-bounds glitches and stuff at that point. The thing is, all of us just want to play this game. When it comes down to it, all of us who are speedrunners will speedrun Diablo 2 because we like playing Diablo 2. And the experience of playing Diablo 2 through the game and it being hard and us being underleveled and not having good gear and all of this stuff is why we love speedrunning Diablo 2. So as long as that is still a thing, we want to keep speedrunning and having fun with it. If it starts getting to 36 hours of resets to get one good run, or massive out of bounds and never being able to even play the game or it even mattering, it's not fun then. The new seeding thing, I think, is still something that can be fun though, even though, because you're still playing the game, there's still plenty of RNG, you still have items and monsters and all of that stuff. So there's still plenty of things in the seeded runs there that they're playing around with. I don't think it's quite the same, but I understand it because, once again, the norm source is kind of devolving so much into that specific, you know, so specific in what you have to have for it to be successful. But, yeah, we just want to play Diablo 2, man.
Just keep old school categories, even if new breaks in the game are found. The runners and the community determine the popularity of the categories.
That's also true, BK. Yeah, exactly. So, why not ban the jail strat? Because it's a totally legitimate strategy. You can't ban something just because it works too well. That'd be like the most anti-speedrunning thing ever. Because then what? Do we also ban the farming beetle burst strategy? Because that's the same idea. You just have a little bit easier chance, kind of. You can get it a little more often.
I am overburdened.
So it happens a little bit later. Do we ban farming? Like, that's the whole... Nah, you would never do that. Have I tried it yet? I have not. I don't really have a ton of interest in that character, just because, well, of what it is now. Too much grind for not enough fun. Who decides the seeds? Anybody can pick whatever seed they want, and then you just share your seed, and people can decide what's better. The jail strategy is this. In the jail, there are guaranteed champion packs. Let me see if I have one on this map. Not looking good. There, this is one. So right here, this is a guaranteed champion pack. You will always get a champion pack in here. And if you're playing in normal, if you come at this from one direction, it will always be ghost. If you come at it from another direction, it will always be whatever it is, right? There's 5 different monster types that it can be, but it will always be a champion group of those monsters. So what you do is you have to get that map or one of the, there's a better one, right next to your waypoint.
Even Blizzard didn't ban farming. Instead they ascended it from you farming monsters in the game for good loots into them farming your wallets for
That's
more
right,
cash.
exactly. So you have to get that perfect tile piece right next to your waypoint, and then you just reset over and over and over really quickly, run over, and you need it to be fallens as well, which is a 1 in 5 chance if you even get the tile there. And then you really quickly just kill them, reset, go kill them, reset, go kill them, blah, 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 blah. And then you do that to level 18, because champion fallens give a lot of experience. And you can farm them up to 18 really quickly. And on the sorceress, getting to 18 is everything. And it probably would be effective on some other characters as well, because if you're 18 on even like a necromancer or something like that, then you can just breeze through the rest of the game really quickly until you get to where you would be 18 anyways. So that's the unfortunate thing that is a thing currently. Do you think that'll overall affect hell runs since Nightmare and Hell maps are undetermined? I mean, if I get that in a Nightmare like map, it could probably be worth farming it for a little bit. But once again, also at that point, for a lot of characters, you don't need to farm as much in a specific spot like
Bam
that,
bam.
right? But we already kind of do that farming at the end when we do, you know, go to and do Eldritch farming or whatever. Bam. So I think it has less effect there, but I mean, it could definitely be a starter. But so can like Beetle Burst and things like that, right? I could totally farm Beetle Burst for a couple extra levels there. And not just go to 18, but go to 20 and use that, and maybe that's a better strategy. Who knows, right? Because Beetle Burst is what, level 19? And so if you go get a nice champion beetle group in your Act 2, shoot, just farm that puppy to 23 or whatever, and then continue through, and then your hell run, you don't have to do the farming in Act 3. I mean, this is the nice thing about Diablo 2, though, and especially hell runs, is there's a lot more factors and things to consider all along the way, and so I did not find it yet. So, you know, that's why I really like hell runs, and I don't think they're going to be quite as affected, but you still might have it, especially with like the Hell Sorceress, who's getting pretty quick. You know, if Indrik can start out, and let's say he runs a 58-minute normal, shoot, he might just continue that on and go for a hell. And, you know, maybe he can run a 320 something hell runner. Who knows? But there's a lot of RNG that goes into that as well. Getting a, you know, getting a lore, getting plus to skills, getting your FCR to 63, all sorts of things that are really important. So yeah, hell runs prevent a lot more of that. But obviously, starting with a faster normal is always good for a hell run, no matter what. So. I wouldn't break TOS to find main songs. No. This is my job, man. I can't throw away my job for Mang Song's lesson.
I can't carry anymore.
A very foolish thing to do. Could if you had UBI. There you go. Are there rare and unique charms? Just one unique grand charm, unique large charm, and unique small charm. Other than that, no, everything's magic.
From watching you all this time, it seems like you tend to make up time in late NM and hell always. Why do you think that is?
Probably a little bit difference in strategies for maybe like leveling. I think that a lot of times I level a little bit more in the early stages, whereas they push and then they level at Eldritch a lot of times, which is totally viable to do in some areas, and you know, I've had to change up how I play a little bit there. And then I also play riskier, I think, at the end stages as well. So it leads to me not finishing as many runs, but when I do finish a run, it has a better time or has a better ending. So that's why I never feel bad if I'm like 5-10 minutes behind going into hell. I feel great because I know that I can make that time up.
I am overburdened.
You know. Yeah, but I also die a lot. I mean, that's what's gonna happen. I don't do a lot of telebuffering at all, things like that, exactly. So they sacrifice time to finish more runs, and I go for all out faster times, and if I die, that's it. I might try and go for Sorc, or for Assassin. Considering. I don't know. I'll look around tomorrow and see what character I want to speedrun tomorrow. I do need to do the Necro normal submission still, so I guess I'll be doing that probably. And I'll need to play a little safer there, because I need to get a time in already and finish it. I feel really good about being able to go sub 2 hours though. Like, I think I'll be able to run like a 150 mid to low pretty easily. I just need to make sure I play a little smarter. Missing songs? Not yet. You're just in time, maybe. When is chess stream? I don't know. When should we play chess, chat? As long as Hikaru's not watching, I don't want to be embarrassed. I just saw you take 10 hours to do normal. Yep.
Bam, bam, bam.
5 NATO. Thank you, cowboy. 5 NATO antlers, maybe? Shabam.
Where can I take you?
Basket weaving stream. Oof. 4 rabies. +3 to life. Yeah. So nice. Do I have a good COA on this character? Yeah, I have a fantastic COA. I also have an almost imperfect one as well. But yeah, my COA is actually super solid on this character. I'll show it to you after this. I think I have like 5 COAs or something. So I have a couple good ones and a couple real trash ones.
Good day.
Bam! Look at that. Oof. 2 defense and 1 res off perfect. It's pretty disgusting. Imagine not having 30 res, so sad. Yeah, that was a pretty, like, nuts find. Slap 2 birds and that dude and call it a day. Exactly. Exactly.
I am overburdened.
How many death webs? 3. 1 ethereal and 2 non. Death web was pretty crazy.
Where can I take you?
Imagine being in normal for 14 hours. Hey, I was not in normal for 14 hours. We got out faster than that. Wasn't far off, but honestly though, like the death web is obviously much more rare, but that death cleaver was like a cooler find for me, just because growing up that was like always such a cool weapon. EDC. Oh. So that was really like an awesome find.
I am overburdened.
Imagine if the Mang song says F when you finally find it. Dude, I hope so. I really hope so. I'll try them at it. Who won MVS? Chat beat me so hard. I'm throwing a party for chat this Saturday. You're all invited. No joke. Nope, that's straight up. They beat me so hard that I had to give them some prize. So,
Yes?
invited because, well, we're in chat. Can we come to your apartment? No, it's quarantine time. Is this the pants party? Yes.
Everyone says, how awesome would it be if Mangs was ethereal when it dropped, but I'm more on the train of, what if he finds 3 in the same month after finding his first one? Lol.
Probably also gonna happen.
I'm over Birdie.
At this point, it's kind of crazy. So I had to keep the basement locked. Keep you guys away. Quarantine time. Just stay 6 feet apart in the basement. Oops. Did I watch Quinn beat normal? Not this past time, but I've watched him in the past play.
Yes.
It's always fun. Got spousal approval for Llama Con as well? Perfect. I mean, like I say, delayed indefinitely. So, just wait for more information in the future. How many runs will it take to get 99? Of this? A lot. Of Diablo and Bale? Not near as many.
Over Birdie.
Perfect audio. Come on.
Presence honors
We'll
me.
do a picture time. Any news on SGDQ? I mean, I think they wanted to do it in August. I think that's when they moved it to with their like agreement with the hotels. But judging from what we're hearing and stuff, that's way too early still. So personally, I don't want to go to a giant convention with thousands of people that short of time. So if they are going to do it in August, I'm not going to be there. If they're going to delay it even further, then I'll consider it. But it just doesn't seem like a good idea right now. So I'm not making any plans really. The earliest plans I have are at the end of August. I was gonna go kayaking with killer whales. And I think I'm just gonna push that to 2021. Because even that, even though it's a small group and stuff, having to fly on a plane up there and all that just seems like a bad idea. Kayaking school? Yeah, I love kayaking.
I am overburdened.
Good workout. Yeah, kayaking, not hiking. Killer whales are friendly, guys. That's how they got their names.
Where can I take you?
over, they say hi, they play games with you. It's a lot of fun. Ow. So let's play StarCraft 64. I love it. Interesting, Truant. Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan with how that was working out with the mythic thing. We have to see how it plays out. I want to be near killer whale. I mean, honestly, whales are fascinating. I've always wanted to like go see whales. So there's gonna be humpbacks and killer whales and some other things, and we're gonna go kayak with all of them. Bam! Oh yeah, they're like terrifying, but in like an amazing way, you know?
Your presence honors me.
I haven't seen you drop an Archon 7 in a while. Last one I dropped was rare. Pretty certain. Like, that's the cool thing, man, you know? When something is terrifying, what do? Do you run away from it? No, you go up to it and you awe at how beautifully terrifying it is. Well, terrifying clowns aren't beautiful. They're just awful, so that's very different.
I can't carry.
Level up twice. I only have one level to go.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, man. Alright. Last run. Last run.
If you go out and you only see killer whales on this kayaking trip, you still will not have seen a whale because killer whales are not actual whales.
They're dolphins.
They are, in fact, just a really large dolphin.
Yeah, but they're like 30 feet, first off. And I know they're not whales,
Bamity
but
bam freaking bam bam.
the humpback whales are also there, so I want to see the humpbacks as well. But the killer whales are the more friendly ones. They're the ones that'll like swim up under your kayak and like play games with you and stuff. Whereas the humpbacks kind of seem to not care as much. But they do too. That's right. Bam! Bam! Dang it. Alright. Well, I gotta work tomorrow. Whew. So we will call it there. No Ming songs today, but honestly, look at this list. Kira's, Trex, Mara's, Saracen, Stormspire, 2 Reaper's Tolls, Mal, Vex, Godbane, Nova Ormus, Fire Lizards, Valkwing, and a 3 open socket 279 ED, was it? Tomb Reaver. Maybe even higher. It was pretty darn good of a day, if I say so myself. Pretty darn good of a day, if I do say so. All right, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow. So we'll be speedrunning tomorrow. We'll trade it all for Ming songs. Oh, obviously. Obviously. We'll be speedrunning tomorrow. I will see you guys then. Thank you for being here. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Peace out.